Hello and welcome to Malvern Prep TV Studios presentations of Malvern Prep football. I'm Tommy Onanok. This is Dylan Colvin.
How you guys doing tonight? I am so excited to be here. When you think of perfect football weather, you think 70 degrees, no rain, Friday night, and that's exactly what we have here tonight. And I am so excited to give you guys this game.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Imhotep charter coming in from Philadelphia. They travel to Warren App tonight, entering with a 1-2 record, 10-2 record last season.
Yeah, you see the 1-2 record, but don't judge that. They lost to a great team at DeMatha. They also lost to Harrisburg High, very solid team, and they beat Eagle Academy. But you see the 1-2 record, but you don't see players like Jesse Moody. They are star-studded, but despite the record, they have a very hard schedule, and their team is just incredible though.
When it comes to Malvern, they had a nice win against Barton, bounce-back win after that first season loss to LaSalle earlier this year. You got guys stepping up. Jackson Malconian, he's thrown for 520 yards this season and 4 touchdowns. Guys like Jack Schuster, Cade Cooper, they've stepped up as well. Jack Schuster, to be specific, 9 catches, 191 yards this year.
Yeah, he's definitely a long ball threat.
So those juniors are really stepping up. And you also got to talk about that Malvern Prep defense that they have. Guys like Will Simmons, Naeem Heyman stepping up. Naeem Heyman's got 10 tackles on the year. Will Simmons got 11. The thing about Will Simmons, though, 9 of those 11 tackles are solo tackles, so he does not need help to bring down the guys.
Yeah, you also bring up the defense. You got to talk about guys like Jackson Ford, George Parkinson, and Max Mellering, all star-studded, and they will be getting most of the attention tonight, which is why Will Simmons and Naeem, which is why they have most of those tackles, because they're getting double team, they're getting triple team, which is leaving the hole open for these guys like Will Simmons and Naeem. So
Imhotep charter, they're a great team. What we're seeing pregame, though, is starting quarterback Joy McLeish is not on the field for Imhotep. So he's not in a jersey. We've not seen him on the sidelines. So they're going to have someone to step up behind the helm.
Yeah, but on this team, it's not that hard to be great with players like Jesse Moody, with players like number 54, number 71. Their O-line is absolutely huge. I've never seen guys like this. 6'6", 350, 6'3", 330. It is insane.
Look like in warm-ups, Charles Belzer going to be throwing the ball for them. He had 69 tackles last year. He's one of their star players. They've got 5 players with offers to Penn State. They're looking good this year.
Yeah, he's just a straight athlete. A quarterback is not his main position, but when he does it and he gets thrusted into that role, he's great.
It's gonna be a great game tonight. Imhotep coming from Philadelphia. Yeah. Malvern coached by head coach Dave Guerrera. They prepare for games better than anyone I really know. So we're looking forward for a good game.
Yeah,
and it looks like we're getting forward to their walkout.
Fire Nation not making an impact yet. They'll be here soon. I'm not worried. And we are live in the booth now.
We are very excited. As we mentioned earlier, we just saw Malvern Prep come out. They're looking great. Players to watch. Flash it across the screen. We mentioned it before. Jackson Ford, Zeke Bates, Dan Riley, Jackson Malconian, and Jack Schuster. These guys have made plays all over the field for the Friars today.
Absolutely.
When it comes over to Imhotep, Brian Colmer, very young talent. Last year he had 8 catches, 194 yards, 3 touchdowns. This year, he's having a great start of the year.
Yeah, he's the truth. Honestly, he's fantastic.
He's been averaging about 20 yards a catch earlier this year.
I believe 30, actually. It's 8, I think, 8 receptions for 240 yards. That is unheard of. An absolute deep ball threat.
Keys to the game here. Really got to establish the run. Imhotep's got a great O-line. Malvern's got a little bit of unexperienced O-line, but their rushing is something they can really take advantage of. That'll set up the path to guys like Cade Cooper, Jack Schuster, and Dan Riley.
Yeah, rushing for the Imhotep Panthers is going to be really, really easy tonight. Like we said, their O-line from right to left, 280, 350, 240, 330, and the left tackle, we're not sure about. I'm not going to make any accusations, but they might have brought a ringer in.
Unfortunately, number 71 is not listed on the roster.
Their left tackle, and he's gigantic.
He is really big. So Imhotep's got that star-studded O-line. They look absolutely huge. Zaire Pollard for Imhotep also not going to be playing tonight. Looks like he has an injury. He's going to be on the sideline in street clothes. Malvern captains Bryce Willie, Jackson Ford, Jackson Malconian, and Zeke Bates.
Both teams coming into this game very, very confident. Both coming off, Malvern coming off a win, Imhotep coming off a loss, trying to bounce back. So it should be a great game.
Both teams are going to be hungry tonight. Last time these two teams faced at Malvern,
4 years ago.
4 years ago, it was one of the best high school games that Malvern's had in the last 6 or 7 years. Jackson Malconian stepped up into his first time as a varsity quarterback, and he got the win with Malvern Prep alums, as Malvern is going to defer the toss. Guys like Jackson Malconian, Ennis Udo.
Hayden Pegg with a pick six that game.
Hayden Pegg did have a pick six that game. So
blocked punt, also by Hayden Pegg, I believe. So a great game by him. Honestly, one of probably the biggest student section in a non-championship game I've ever seen. So it was just an incredible, incredible game, and it really prepared Jackson Malconian for who he is today.
Malvern Prep student section theme today is
Blackout, I believe.
And I don't exactly have a view of them right now.
Yeah.
You might have a better view than I do.
They'll get bigger. I'm not worried.
Oh, there's a good amount of kids.
There's a good amount of kids, but hey,
guys there.
Yeah. And here come the Friars. Here comes everyone.
Oh, here comes
the entire student section.
Here comes the
wow.
student section running from.
We are good.
Running
from the tennis court parking lot, the senior parking lot, I believe. Yeah, here are all the boys.
Here come the guys.
That looks like 60 or 70 guys. We are.
As you start all great things
With a prayer,
national anthem, and Malvern Prep, Imhotep, 7 o'clock under the lights, coming next.
Safety and consolation, focus and self-control to all who take part in this game this evening. And we ask all this through Christ our Lord. Amen.
I mean chills.
I mean, this is going to be
a hell of a game.
One for the ages, folks. As Malvern Prep deferred the toss.
Imhotep, bring in cheerleaders. Bring in, they don't doubt them. They got a fan base.
And
number 58, Matt Crawford, very hyped up for the game. He was talking to me earlier.
Now, earlier this season against LaSalle, the Malvern Prep kickoff team definitely had their struggles allowing 2 kickoff returns against LaSalle.
I'd say that's a pretty good, nice statement.
But they revamped the kickoff team as of last week, and
they looked great.
They looked great.
No
Honestly,
mistakes.
Ian Gopez kicked it through the end zone a lot of the times.
Yeah.
He's been great all year. He's got 8 PATs. No field goal attempt for him yet. He had 5 PATs against LaSalle, 3 PATs against Del Barton last week in their 29-0 victory. And so he's yet to be tested as a place kicker, but he's been getting it done from the PAT spot.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if I'm Coach G, I'm telling Ian, hey, just kick it out of bounds. Not kick it out of bounds. Kick it out of the end zone. I wouldn't test Imhotep. It's not the time to test them because this kickoff team is very unreliable. Last week, very reliable. Week 1, not at all. So here's the opening kickoff.
It's going to be interesting to see how Imhotep goes against Malvern without their starting quarterback, Joey McLeese, who's had 2,000 passing yards last year, 23 touchdowns as they take the kick. Looks like he's going to get tackled number 5 in on the tackle, Trey Gibson.
Yeah, I want to shout out Trey there. Trey stayed in his lane perfectly. You asked a coach what to do on a kickoff. He's saying stay, just run straight. That was perfect. Their kick returner, he cut right from left, and Trey just stayed in his lane, stayed straight, and made the tackle. That was perfect.
It's going to put Imhotep in a tough place at their own 11-yard line. Going to have to drive all the way down the field. And this is going to be our first look of the season for Charles Belzer as Imhotep's quarterback. He's a 6'1", 210 linebacker. He's got looks from Michigan State and Penn State, but he has yet to throw the ball for Imhotep this season.
I saw him throwing warm-ups. He has an absolute cannon. He was giving 40-yard passes without even breaking a sweat.
Definitely not the thing to worry about. It's going to be a run to start the game. Zaire Coleman takes the run. Going to get a lot of the carries, Zaire Coleman, for Imhotep today.
That's a great start for the defensive line. They're really going to have to power through this huge offensive line.
And there he is, Will Simmons with the tackle.
Leading tackler.
The team in tackles. It's about a 3-yard, 2-yard gain by Zaire Coleman on the first play. It's going to be another run inside. Zaire Coleman takes it, runs it right behind their star-studded Jesse Moody, Maryland O tackle, but
again, great job by the Malvern defense. The defensive line, I'd say the key to the game absolutely is Malvern's defensive line. If they just get pushed back every time, Malvern's not going to win the game. It's that simple. But if they can get through the O-line, they're going to be in great shape. It's straight up that. As the money down now.
Malvern Prep, money down. They refer to it as money down here. Not third down. It's going to be about 3rd and 6. Possibly could be Belzer's first attempt of the game and first attempt of the season. They do have wide receiver talent. They've got young guys like Brian Colmer, other guys like Zaire Pollard, who is hurt, unfortunately, this game. And he's going to go deep. Intercepted by Jack Schuster. He had a pick 6 last game.
That was Dan Riley. Nice try there.
And he worked it in on the first drive of the game.
What a start for the
Charles
Friars.
Belzer's first throw as a quarterback for Imhotep this season is ran back by Jack Schuster.
I mean, he threw that in the air and said a prayer, and it was picked off by Jack Schuster. That's a perfect start.
Misspoke.
Wow. That was...
Dan Riley with the pick 6 last week.
Made sure to correct you on that.
But Jack Schuster with the pick 6 this week, and the Malvern Prep defense starts off hot.
And the Friar Nation loves that. They're going nuts right now. They're so loud. Wow, that's... Can't get a much better start than that. You force a long 3rd down and then a pick.
There's that young secondary that's been stepping up in the last 2 weeks. As Ian Gopez out for the PAT. Little interesting thing. Malvern Prep has moved the scoreboard from one side of the field to the other.
Definitely feels weird. And a timeout taken.
Timeout taken by Coach Guerrero and the Friars, as looked like the special teams group was a little bit late.
And that's not what you want to use your first timeout for with 10 minutes left in the first quarter on the special teams. I mean, Jack Schuster just continues to impress me.
That's really going to test Charles Belzer out as a quarterback. He is a senior, 70 total tackles last year, 8 TFLs. So he definitely has a talent on defense, just maybe not used to being a quarterback right away. And it's definitely not good when you're started at your 10-yard line for your first drive as a quarterback and you have to throw a deep 3rd and 7 ball. Gopez, of course.
That could not have been more perfect.
And could you picture a better start for the Friars?
I don't think so. Wow, that was
27 seconds into the game, and they're up 7-0.
No, I believe a minute and 27 seconds. But wow, you really got to pick it up here.
I believe that's what I said.
No, you said 27 seconds. I could be wrong.
A minute and 27
All
seconds.
Right, I apologize. That's my fault. That's on me. So yeah, I would say. I mean, that's the importance of the kickoff team. We stress the kickoff team. They pin them at their own 10-yard line and then a pick. I mean, that doesn't happen if, honestly, I don't think that happens at all if the kickoff goes back to the 30-yard line or the 40. That doesn't happen at all.
Will Simmons was in on both of the tackles in the opening drive, and that's what we've been seeing all year. I don't doubt we're going to see it again.
I mean, we could not have had a more textbook start there for the defense. First 2 plays, the D-line gets in there, gets out, and then 3rd down, Jack Schuster gets in, and he does what he does best.
as Gopez with a low line drive, and it's going to be out of bounds about the 5. That's going to let the Imhotep offense start at about the 35-yard line.
And that's just the importance of the kickoff team.
Gopez did have one of those last week.
Mm-hmm.
Primarily a punter, but he definitely has
Star
fulfilled his role
kicker.
as a kicker.
Hasn't missed a
for
single
Malvern
extra point yet this year.
Malvern Prep defensive coordinator Coach Carr has definitely no negative thoughts so far in this game.
I'd say so. I mean, Charles Belzer, he definitely has the confidence as a linebacker, but the problem is, does he have the confidence as a quarterback? It's all in the confidence.
And when your star quarterback, who has thrown with 106.9 passer rating in the first 2 games of the season, gets hurt, you really got to rely on that rushing offense, and you got to rely on that O-line, Jesse Moody to be exact. You got to rely on those guys to establish the run and allow things like play action plays to get your quarterback out in space. It's going to be a whistle before the snap, and it looked like too many men on the field.
Very audible chant from the Friars.
And this is, again, another thing you don't want as Imhotep. You don't want to get behind the sticks.
Yeah, that's just unforced. I mean, you just can't have that in a game like this against a team like Malvern.
Inside run, gets up, great speed.
And that's just the concept of Imhotep.
Yazid McCorkle with about an 8-yard run on first down that gets Imhotep to about a 2nd and 7.
I mean, seeing Jesse Moody at number 71, who, again, we don't have his name, unfortunately, but he's a great person. But seeing them run straight at you is got to be terrifying.
Belzer to take the snap, 2nd and 7, 2 wide receivers out to the left. It's going to be a run.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh. What do you know? Will Simmons in for the TFL.
And he is fired up. Wow, Will Simmons he's a star.
A great inside linebacker in the making. Definitely going to be playing college ball. Where, we don't know yet.
Not yet. Needs a home.
Needs a home.
I mean, that was perfect. Found the hole and went in and tackled the guy. It's that simple. I mean, that's just perfect football.
Now, what do you do as an Imhotep offensive coordinator here? Second drive and a third and midish to longest situation for a quarterback who hasn't had much experience.
You got to give Charles a confidence play. I mean, you can't just have the ball running and Charles gets in his head.
I would dial up a screen to Sayer Coleman, a quick little pass you get, or do this, get him in space.
He can run.
The deep ball, wide open, and makes the catch. A deep thrown ball to Brian Colmer, the young wide receiver, and about a 60-yard gain.
And that's the cannon we're talking about. He was scrambling across his body, didn't even step into it that much, and delivered a 50-yard ball. That was, wow. What an incredible throw by Charles. There's the confidence that he shows.
Look back at that again. That was a deep ball.
Just blown coverage. I don't know what happened there.
Imhotep's going to get the ball at about the 13. That's what they got to do. Get Belzer out in space. He's a natural athlete, and let him use his legs and find open balls.
That's like a confidence back. I mean, that was perfect.
Inside run, and Sayer Coleman gains about 8. It's going to end up about 2nd and 2.
Wow. I mean, I cannot get over how incredible the pass that was. I mean, he was going across his body, didn't even step into it that much, and delivered an absolute dot from 50 yards away. That was fantastic, especially after that first pass.
Outside run. Sayer Coleman gets inside. And that's going to be a touchdown for Imhotep. 6-7.
Whoa.
As that is really a dream drive for Imhotep.
Yeah, that couldn't have been, especially after that start. I was honestly thinking, hey, this might be another blowout, but that could not have been better. I mean, the first play of the game, first play of the drive, they got about an 8-yard rush, especially after getting behind the sticks, and then Charles delivers that absolute dot, and then, wow. I mean, that was just a textbook drive from Imhotep. That's exactly what they needed.
22, Kassan Chappelle, listed as an ATH on the roster, and he's going to be the kicker, and he makes the PAT. It's going to tie the game up at 7-7, so not something you want to see as a Malvern Prep Friar. 60-yard gain, 3rd and 9, just a blown coverage. He was really wide open.
He was. There was no one within 15 yards of him.
Imhotep to kick it off. We're going to get our first look at Jackson Malconian and crew. Back to return Stevie Smith Jr. and senior Trey Gibson committed to Fordham.
Yeah, Jack Schuster, he will find it home eventually. I'm sure of that, especially after the start.
And communication error by the Imhotep kickoff team.
I mean, we're less than 4 minutes in. It's already 7-7.
Having some trouble getting the ball on the place tee.
Yeah, there's
and
zero wind.
Don't know if that was a wind or the tee. Looks like they're going to have number 31, Douglas Thompson, hold the ball. It's going to be a very high kick as it's going to be caught about the 20-yard line, and great return.
Wow, that was, wow.
Stefano Pellicciata, younger brother of graduate last year, Andrew Pellicciata, who's playing his college ball at Duke, with a great burst there to get about 12 on the return.
I mean, that was really awkward to say, just really awkward. I mean, that was an absolute sky kick. I mean, I don't even know what to say.
Looks like Pellicciata made the best of it, though.
Yeah, great job by him.
2 wide receivers in the backfield, Dan Riley and Zeke Bates, as Malconian with a hard count on first down. Looks back to the signal caller. 2 wide receivers out to the left, 1 to the right. Cade Cooper, Jack Schuster, and Luke Lamb on the far side.
See Charles Belzer at linebacker. That's two-way. Very risky for a
quick
quarterback.
Ball to Lamb on the outside, and it is broken up. Pass deflection by Malik Drayton, the junior cornerback for the Panthers.
2nd and 10.
Second and 10. Dylan Novak checks in for the Friars.
Now you look at this Imhotep defense. There are relatively no two-way players except for Charles Belzer. Really giving this O-line a break, which is probably what they need.
Malconian takes a snap. It's going to be a quick run to Bates. He gets up, looking to get more for about 6-7 yards, and it's going to set up about 3rd and 4.
Yeah, that was a great rush by Zeke. Always pumping those legs. Stable Academy, born and raised.
Of course, Coach Chris. Any young running backs looking to get some training?
Hit up Stable Academy.
Hit up Stable Academy. Get coaching
get
from guys like Malvern and professional
Chris
talent.
Smith going to Catholic, yep.
Malconian steps back. Going to have to scramble outside the pocket. Finds Cooper for about a 3-yard gain, but he is perfectly tackled by Caleb Woosley, the sophomore corner, and that's going to set up Malvern for about a 4th and short. The Eagles would go for a tush push in this situation, but
I don't think we have.
I think we have the Jason Kelsey of our team and Bus Johnson.
I mean, you definitely see players like Tyler Graham and Bryce Willie. There's a shot. I mean, I think you go Wildcat here and put Julius Reddick in the game.
I think they'll go to that power formation that they've been looking at all year, really. It's practically 4th and
0.
And 4th and 0. I think that if you move the ball about 2 inches forward, it'd be a first down.
Yeah.
So they're going to go into some power formation. Julius Reddick at fullback and Zeke Bates at running back. And they're just going to punt up the middle. And Bates, of course, gets that 1 or 2 yards. And Bates, committed to Minnesota, the senior running back. He's been producing for the Friars the last 3 years.
Yeah, that power offense is just fantastic. It's impossible to stop, really. You see someone like Julius Reddick, who's not the biggest kid, but he is absolutely one of the strongest kids.
Last year, Julius Reddick fills the position of Jake Bauer, who is playing at UNC, currently getting some time at fullback for Bill Belichick and crew.
Yeah, definitely interesting first game for the Tar Heels.
Malconian, inside run to Bates, going to be a counter. As Bates gets up, he's got room. He's got 2 guys to beat. Can he outrace him as he cuts back to the other side of the field trying to find space? And what a 30-yard run by the Minnesota commit. What a burst, finds the outside, 30-yard gain.
I almost said at the start of the play there was a blown-up play because of how the line shifted to the left. But Zeke got it, didn't panic, went to the left, found the hole, and went for 30 yards. That's just perfect.
Great counter run play call by Coach G as Bates finds room to get the Friars in the red zone.
And because of that, I want to shout out Coach Carroll.
Coach Carroll, the O-line coach for Malvern Prep. He's been here through it all. He's been here for really about 8, even up to a decade. I don't know his exact tenure as a coach, but he's been producing for a long time. It's going to be a sweep to Jack Schuster on the outside. He's got speed, And really a great shed by number 10 on Imhotep. That's going to be Mikkel Pierce.
Yeah, that was called the juice play last year for Andrew Pellicciata. So really just so far in a high-scoring game so far. We're just over 6 minutes in, and Malvern is about to punch in their second score if they can keep it up. Just on the brink of the red zone.
Malconian works out of the shotgun really all the time. You'll rarely see him under center unless he's in that power formation as Dylan Novak goes in motion, the Notre Dame lacrosse commit. It's going to be a double handoff to Dan Riley, and the Panthers sniffed it out beautifully. Number 25, Joseph Sonda, in on the tackle. The 6'2", 285-pound senior.
I mean, these guys, when Jesse Moody walked onto the field today, I had to rub my eyes, make sure I was like not dreaming. I mean, he was 6'6", 350. You got to be kidding me.
One away.
I mean, one away from 6'7", almost there.
It's going to be about 3rd and 12 for Malvern as Malconian's going to look to his go-to guy, Schuster or Cooper here, most likely. Finds Cooper deep. It's going to be a toss-up ball. Cooper up.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my gosh.
Gets up with the pass interference. Cade Cooper with a highlight play.
That was incredible. Wow. You know, I'd love to say that he's a star in the making, but he's already a star.
What a ball. Cade Cooper with a catch of the year.
That reminds me
as he goes up, gets the flag.
Wow. That was incredible. Gets pulled down by his jersey and still able to catch that ball. That was incredible. He is an absolute star.
Malconian just trusting his wide receiver to go up there and get it, and he delivered.
Wow, that's one of the best catches I've ever seen in my life, I'll be honest, with my own 2 eyes.
Right when I saw it, I was about to say, oh, pass interference, let's go to the next play on about the 12-yard line.
Not with Cade Cooper.
But Cooper goes up there and gets it as Gopez automatic.
Yeah, you bring up Cade Cooper, offers from Penn State, Duke, Michigan State, Syracuse, Maryland, Kentucky. He has so many offers because he's an absolute star. He was fired up when he got to the sideline. I mean, wow, that was incredible.
Coming out of the CYO team, St. Thomas.
St. Thomas played for me and him.
Very own St. Thomas.
Me and him back in the day. Just a stud from the very start. I mean, I don't want to say we recruited him because we didn't.
We would love to ask how your guys' game against St. Agnes went in 8th grade.
I don't remember.
I think I do remember, as it looks like the Agnes Stags took down St. Thomas Explorers.
Are you sure? The St. Thomas
33 to nothing.
It was the Knights. Close enough.
The St. Thomas, yeah, correct. St. Thomas Junior.
Yeah, that was, I'd say a game to forget for the Knights. I would say definitely a game to forget for the Knights.
And it looks like
I guess the pass interference will be added onto the kickoff.
The pass interference will be added onto the kickoff as Gopez going to do most likely a squib kick or just punt it out to the back
now,
of the end
Tommy,
zone.
you're in the booth tonight. You're in the booth tonight. Do you want to give us a little summary on your football career? We talked about mine last week.
We had a very successful year as freshman, sophomore, and junior. I decided to hang the cleats up this year to get some more time my senior year. But, as a special teams member, they work hard in practice.
I think the loss of you is the reason they gave up the 2 kickoffs.
There you go. I think that's what it is. They had to change the special teams coordinator over the offseason.
Yeah, that's the smart reason.
As Gopez just kicks to the back of the end zone. They don't want to risk anything.
I mean, I cannot get over how incredible that catch was. Obviously, it's not an Odell Beckham Jr. catch, but it reminds me getting pulled down from his back, going into the end zone, and high-pointing that ball and just catching it. That was incredible. Just a really good drive from the Friars. You had that long game by Zeke Bates. The O-line was great, and then you see Cade Cooper with that fantastic pass.
We'd love to plug now. Stay tuned for halftime. Special interview with our very own Dr. Poach. Talking about the more things that sports has besides the physical aspect of it, the mental health aspect.
I'd say, honestly, the physical aspect is 25% of what it is. It's all mental, in my opinion. So we'll get another comment on that at halftime with Dr. Poach, our very own.
And Belzer takes the snap. It's going to be an outside run concept, and McCorkey gets up. And he breaks a tackle, and he's going. As Novak tracks him down, there's going to be a flag at about the line of scrimmage. This one most likely going to be coming back with an offensive holding call.
Yep, that's exactly what it is.
It's tough with those outside run concepts. You got to get your O-lineman out moving in space, and it's just sometimes hard to not really tug on the outside of the defender's
That's why
jersey.
people like Jason Kelsey are legends, because they were able to just get out there and not hold. I also want to shout out, again, Trey Gibson, not doing the most, but he forced the guy back inside, and yes, he found the hole and cut up for another 15, 20 yards, but still, he forced him back inside and really minimized the gain and let the Gray Helmets come in there.
If you are familiar with this down marker, this is where Jack Schuster earlier in the game had that pick 6 right here on this 11-yard line. Possibly another one as Imhotep's going to take the snap from 1st and 20 on their own 11. So the interim quarterback, Belzer, takes the snap. He's going to get him out to the right side. Naeem Hammond closes it back, and Hammond almost gets in there as Belzer trying to find something, gets back to the line of scrimmage for about a 2-yard gain. As
Will Simmons.
Naeem Hammond kept him contained.
Wow, I mean, Will Simmons is just I'd like to say a star in the making, but he's already a star. He's shining bright.
Always love and support by the Malvern Prep fans here in attendance today. We got the student section cheering loudly. We got parents. Always supportive.
Also, shout out Imhotep. I mean, this is about a very long drive, 40 minutes, and they have a very decent showing.
Two Eastern Philadelphia rivals doubting out. It's going to be 2nd and 20. Belzer passes out to the flat to Coleman as he gets up, and what a burst of speed. He's going to have a block as what a shoe-lace tackle by Stevie Smith saves would have been a definite touchdown, but nevertheless an insane run by Sayer Coleman gets to the outside for about 50 yards on a 2nd and long that the Friars would have loved to have stopped them and forced a punt to get good field position.
Yeah, great play by Stevie Smith there, getting through his block. If he doesn't get that, that's an easy touchdown and changes this game up big time. Because, yes, the Malvern defense led a touchdown on their second drive, but on the first drive, the pick 6, it was huge. So the defense just has to settle in, I think.
This is never something you want to see, as an offensive coordinator, just having to switch up your entire really offensive playbook to help build around Belzer as a quarterback.
So shout out to the Imhotep coaching staff.
Shout out to the Imhotep coaching staff, who's definitely been adjusting on the fly. Belzer, a very, very able quarterback. Don't get me wrong, he's got offers
definitely an ETH.
He's got offers from Michigan State and Penn State, but
Jackson Ford
gets in on the reverse as he is hype.
No.
We're going to get a taunting flag, unfortunately, on number 8 for Malvern, Jackson Ford. It's calls like that you don't love to see, but it's the rules at the end of the day, and you got to abide by them.
Fired up. A little too fired up, unfortunately. Great play.
Ford hyped about the outside contain he had. It was a great play. Get the outside contain.
And that's just plays that can't happen.
Gets inside for about a 12 yards loss as Malik Drayton tried to get to the outside, but unfortunately we're going to get an unsportsmanlike taunting penalty against Ford.
Yeah, I mean, you just got to make that call there. You can't let him just yell at him, but at the same time, still a great play by Jackson.
It's
still
a passion that you love to see in football.
He's fired up. I don't blame him at all. He's fired up.
It's going to be Imhotep ball. Looks like they're going to have to adjust the sticks.
Yeah, I don't really know what's going on.
Oh, it was a 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, so it's going to be about first and one.
Wow.
And it's going to be a flat pass, hopefully getting Belzer some confidence, but
he dropped
it's going to be an incomplete pass. Pass coming up a little bit short. Now I love to point that situation out.
First and one. I don't think I've ever seen that in my life before, a first and one.
Unique things happening here.
On Warren Ave.
On Warren Ave.
Always
a great game. Always fun things happen.
Never a dull day.
Never.
It's been a very long first quarter.
2 minutes and 33 seconds left in this first quarter. Belzer 2nd and 1. And it's going to look like a false start on the wide receiver on the outside. Yeah.
Well, guess what? If that wasn't called, Will Simmons was in the backfield in 0.2 seconds. Because he's playing out of his mind right now. He's got to stay with it as Jackson Ford comes back in the game.
3rd and 6 after a 1st and 1 situation. Never something you want to see if you're an offensive coordinator.
I've never seen that in my life.
Belzer's going to have to find a way to get a first down here, or this could most likely be 2-down territory.
Yeah. Because I can't imagine Imhotep has a kicker that can kick it from 50 yards. I don't even think Malvern has that. In Ian Gopez. He's very star-studded, but a 50-yard kick that's hard to do. So, yeah, I imagine this is 2-down territory.
Going to get a timeout by the Panthers as student section maybe weighing in. And
it's very loud here. Very loud here.
We heard their money down quote on 3rd down.
And then a talk it over chant. Always love to see it.
Malvern Prep offense having a hard time being stopped by the Panthers. They're getting anything they want right now.
Yeah.
I think it's a defense that needs to just
Yeah.
cut down those explosive plays for the Panthers is what's really going to help.
Well, the
help
offense
Alvin win.
has only had one drive. I mean, the offense has only had one drive, and they scored a touchdown on it.
So
So it's just, I think if you're Coach G, I'm focused on the defense right now, and just say, hey, just let Jackson McConian and Zeke Bates and Kate Coop and Jack Schuster. I can just keep going on and on. I mean, just let them take over. Number 52, Joey Suker, very underrated part of this defensive line. Very
you just love seeing him play. He's just a fun player to watch.
I mean, he just simply wants to be there, which you don't find that.
Great kid on campus and just a fun guy to be around.
Always smiling.
And he's always fun to watch on the football field. Subbed out on this play for our 54, Bus Johnson.
Me and Joey, we coached an intramural football team sophomore year, Ball State.
There you go.
Almost won it all. You were a quarterback.
I was.
And we lost in the playoffs. Still mad about that.
3rd and 7, money down for Imhotep here. Coleman in the backfield with Belzer. 3 wide receivers out to the left, 1 to the right. That 1 wide receiver being Zaire Pollard, who we initially listed as inactive, but he's playing tonight. Belzer to step back, trying to find space. Looks like he's going to get in there. And under the sack, who do you know? Will Simmons.
Wow. I mean, he is
10-yard sack for the Friars.
This is incredible. Watching him play is it's a privilege.
Pushing them indefinitely out of field goal position. Imhotep is going to have to punt. And that went from a 1st and 1 situation to a 4th and 15 situation.
Yeah, that's if I'm Coach Greer, I'm hyped up. I've never in my life seen a 1st and 1, and I just honestly assumed that it would just be a free play.
Devin
Not
Johnson,
that at all.
Imhotep head coach, definitely going to need to go back to the drawing board.
Yeah.
A few unfortunate, uncharacterized mistakes by the offense, such as holding calls, false starts on that drive, really held the offense back from punching in another score.
I mean, 1st and 1 with that O-line should be just simple, but they're just all these unforced turnovers and mistakes.
Kassan Chappelle.
Another timeout taken by Imhotep.
Punt the ball as a intentional delay of game, it looked like, to push them a little bit farther back to give the punter more room to try and pin the Friars back.
Yeah, number 10, Mikel Pierce went under center and almost acted like it was a fake, which packed the box. So it's what he's currently doing right now. He's under center.
He steps back.
Yeah.
Setting Chappelle up for the punt. He gets a snap, and punt's going to be a little right, and it's going to go out about the 25.
Just simply hit the side of his foot.
Set the Friars up in about touchback field position.
Yeah, punting, very hard to do. I don't think I've told you this before. In 8th grade, our first game of the year, I was our punter.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Could have gone well.
Exactly. First punt of the year. I get it. I'm confident. I'm not kidding. I kicked it about 2 yards backwards, and I wish I was. I wish I was
I
kidding.
would have loved to see that.
I wish I was kidding.
Malconian with Schuster and Cooper on the outside, going to take the snap in a 1st and 10 situation as Friars are going to enter their 2nd drive with a minute left to go in the 1st quarter. Takes a snap, baits at the run as he gets through a few tackles and gets about a 6-yard gain.
I mean, that drive was all Will Simmons back there. I mean, let's not forget, Stevie Smith did save a touchdout.
And those are the plays that you point out in film the next day. Is those shoelace tackles by players
never giving a
touchdown, and those little things that let the defense do their real job that allow the game to not be so high scoring.
And
it looks like we got an injured player for Imhotep. Oh no, that's not who they want. Charles Belzer's down.
Oh no.
We're hoping he's going to be able to get up here.
That's
just a great player for Imhotep.
See. I mean, this might have to bring in number 14, Kyron Adams, a freshman who's 5'11", to salvage the offense, which is not what you want to see going down to your 3rd-string quarterback.
Hey, but what did we see?
I mean, yeah,
from Malvern against Imhotep 4 years ago?
That is a fantastic point that we saw. Starting quarterback Skylar Smith go out early in the game. Jackson McConey came in and delivered the win. So you never know. But this is the risk of playing your quarterback 2 ways. You know, you put him at a linebacker. You give the chance that he might get injured.
Hoping he gets up here. He's a fun player to watch with a lot of talent. Hopefully, just a cramp that he can get through. As we see number 14 getting warmed up on the sidelines for Imhotep.
Yep.
And looks tough.
Oh no.
He's getting helped off. We're praying for the best as
not what you want to see
Belzer's
at all.
gonna.
I mean, you never want to see an injury. It's that simple. So no, that will also bring in the second string linebacker, so which could definitely make an effect. Charles Belzer is their best linebacker with 69 total tackles last year, so it's really going to have to. Imhotep's really going to have to lock in here with the coaching staff.
Charles Belzer and Joe McLeish both out with injuries, 2 star players for Imhotep. Let's see how they recover here. It's going to be an outside sweep to Jack Suster as the defense swarms. They're covering that sweep play pretty well.
Yeah, definitely.
As Amir Blackshear's in on the tackle, the senior DN, 6'2", 240.
Wow.
I mean, I'm just going to start saying the second number in their height because it
the
seems to be 6 as the first one every time.
Here's the thing. Well, you say 6'2", 240. He's, I mean, that's normal for this team. Their probably average is 6'2", 240, which is just incredible, as that will probably take us to the end of the first quarter.
14-7, Malvern over Imhotep on this Friday night. It was about a 30-minute first quarter, so stands get up.
Very entertaining.
And we are back for the start of the second quarter as our producer Dylan Colvin steps out. Junior Will Bergen is going to step in as our color commentator for today. Will, hello, how you doing tonight?
I'm good. How are you, Tommy?
Doing great. We're having a fun time. 14-7 Malvern as Zeke Bates with a 3-yard run going to force about 4th and short.
I mean, talk about good defense. Starting out with a pick six, it sends a message, and you really get that momentum straight out the gate.
And that's really what it is. They stouted Imhotep back in their own field position, and, you know, we play callers start getting a little desperate. They go for those deep balls, and stuff like that starts to happen.
Especially with an inexperienced QB, too. I mean,
yeah,
obviously an unbelievable defensive player with unbelievable amount of tackles, but just inexperienced in the QB position and unable to make a good play at the right time.
Gopez with a deep punt, about 60 yards in the air as on the return. Going to get outside to about the 40-yard line. Malik Drayton with a great return, the 5'9 junior.
He's in the secondary. I mean, it's a tough game right now. It's a little close. I mean, one possession game, you never know. But seeing with an inexperienced QB, it's like it's win or go home for them.
Really,
yeah.
and this is where you're going to have to see who they're going to put in that quarterback with. Belzer supposedly out for this drive. Hopefully he's not. Never something you like to see. Possibly they go to a wildcat formation. And it looks like Belzer is going to be back out on the field. Hopefully it was just a cramp for Imhotep, which is always great to see. 1st and 10 from Imhotep's 39. Hopefully trying to drive down the field, tie up the game as Belzer takes the snap. It's going to be a run and stopped by, looks like, Max Moring, Naeem Hammond in on the tackle.
I mean, we're gonna see the run of the ball a lot. I mean, you look at their O-line; they got players 6'6", 350, 6'3", in the 300s. I mean, they are a big team, and especially with an inexperienced QB, they're gonna try and win this game in the trenches, in the ground. So
yeah, their average weight on the O-line looking at about 300 pounds. So definitely not their weak part of their team. Definitely want to run behind those big guys. Yazid McCorkle in the backfield. He's going to get the run as he gets up for about a 6-yard burst and gets a few yards after contact. Going to set up about 3rd and short. George Parkinson in on the tackle.
Yeah, that's George Parkinson again. I mean, he's a sophomore this year, and, man, he is unbelievable. Coming off on the edge with the green cleats. I mean,
Phenomenal player.
Phenomenal player on the pass and the run. We see him making sacks and making big tackles like he did just there.
Yeah, against LaSalle, he had 2 sacks, setting up really bad field position for LaSalle late in the game, and he's really a game wrecker when it gets down to those last 5 minutes. 3rd and about 3, as Imhotep's gonna have a motion. Belzer to take the snap. It's gonna be another run to McCorkle. Oh, what a burst! About a 6-yard gain, as Imhotep's gonna get over the timeline.
And that's what we see out of this offensive line in this run game. I mean, excellent season so far for him this year in this offensive line. Even with a 1-2 record, we haven't seen a close game for them this year. Either the game that they won by significant margin, and they lost by 2 significant margins.
Really, I mean that O-line, they're studded with Division I talent. Maryland offers, Penn State offers, so it's really a great O-line. As McCorkle gets another run, fumbles the ball, but Marcus knee down as he gets about a 3-yard gain.
And that was George Parkinson again. As I was saying earlier, I mean, the run stop from this guy is unbelievable, as well as the pass rush, as Tommy said, 2.5 sacks.
I'd love to point out Matt Crawford in on that play as well. They're Malvern Prep's 3rd or 4th linebacker that comes in during a few plays throughout the game, and he's just a juice guy. You love to see him out there. He's always got the energy, special teams, defense, O-line, whatever it is, he's always there. 2nd and 7. It's going to be a run. A bit of a miscommunication, but McCorkle gets up for about 1.5 yards, and 3rd and mid-ish for Imhotep as they're on the Friars' 42-yard line.
I mean, again there we see the inexperience of their D-line playing quarterback. I mean, a little miscommunication from the QB and the running back.
Yeah, Belzer had a tough time handing that off to McCorkle, but something that is going to happen when you got quarterbacks like this.
Surprisingly, we haven't seen a lot of wildcat formation or QB runs, especially with an outside linebacker at QB. You would expect more QB runs than we're seeing.
I like to see them get him out in space and invade the pocket, as I see him here, because he can really throw the ball downfield when this happens. But great coverage in the back half of the field as he scrambles out for about a gain of 1 or 2. Great coverage by Trey Gibson, Jack Schuster, and Stevie Smith in the secondary, really locking down those Imhotep skill position players.
Yeah, and if we look at some of these important players on the D-line, like Trey Gibson playing at the cornerback, number 5, he's been playing unbelievable. Other players like George Parkinson, Will Simmons, and other significant players like Stevie Smith.
Imhotep to punt, as gets it off, almost a block by Max Mowering, and great punt, going to pin the Friars at about their 12-yard line. As we want to thank Will Bergen for joining us. It was a great time, great color commentator. We're looking to see later from him in the later half of the season, and we're joined back here by Dylan Colvin.
I am back, and I'm fired up.
Oh boy,
I just controlled the camera for a little bit.
Can we get the other guy back here?
Terrifying. That camera is scary, man. Don't drop that thing. I was a zoom-in guy. I was told I put my headset on and I said, all right, Dylan, I need you to zoom in on the play and keep the focus. I was really shaking. It was terrifying.
Again, just want to plug it again. Stay tuned at halftime. Dylan's going to be able to interview our very own Dr. Poach, who is going to talk about the mental health behind sports and what you're going to see if you want to become a Malvern Prep Friar in the upcoming future.
Flag on the Friars.
Flag on the Friars.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Looks like there were too many men on the field.
Yeah,
I believe that's the signal for that.
So not the best start.
14-7.
So how was it without me? How was he?
He was great.
He was good.
Love Will Bergen. Great kid.
Yeah, great kid.
A junior here at Malvern.
He's going to be thrusted in. Him and Scott Kennedy, who we'll see later in this broadcast, taking my spot once again.
Going to be taking over the Source Broadcasting Group.
Oh,
and
here we
Bates
go.
Gets up. Inside run.
And
he's going to be down the sideline. It's going to be a foot race. He's at the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20.
Wow.
And there is no one there. Zeke Bates with a 92-yard touchdown.
Wow.
That's going to be the longest of the year for the Friars.
That is
as
incredible.
he puts Malvern up 20-7
that is
early in the second quarter.
Incredible. At the same time, hey, shout out Willie Norris from Imhotep. He was sprinting all across the entire field and almost caught up to him, but hey, that's Zeke Bates. You can't catch up to him.
You can't catch up to the Minnesota commit.
Wow.
As Stable Academy And look at this instant replay here.
That was incredible.
What a burst.
Wow. I mean, he
by
saw
Zeke
that.
Bates.
He saw the gap and hit it, and that's exactly what you want out of your star running back. Again, shout out Stable Academy.
Just to keep, and just a great block up front there by the Friars. Zeke Bates finds space and really just got a safety to beat there, and and he's unstoppable when it comes after that. Gopez for the PAT, and
we didn't even have to say anything about that.
Didn't even have to say
They should
anything.
just put 7 on the board. Now, also, I want to shout out someone who. I want to shout out Matt Crawford on the Malvern Prep bench. He was fired up. He's that kid that it doesn't matter if he's on the field or if he's on the field. He's always fired up, always supporting his boys. Shout out to him. Shout out to him. So that's pretty nice start.
Want to thank everybody for joining us today. 200 of you guys watching right now. Whether you're from Imhotep, whether you're from Malvern, we welcome you.
Yep.
Always welcome here at Malvern Prep's TV Studios presentation of Malvern Prep football. Stay tuned for later in the year. We got more production, sports like basketball. We're looking forward to that.
Basketball is, I'm looking forward to running that back.
You do not want to see Malvern Prep versus Haverford
Oh,
in
my
basketball.
goodness. Well, let's not talk about that after what happened. We lost about not a lot last year. That's all I'll say.
Two
Hopefully
teams
we
split in basketball, 1-1 last year. So.
Yep. Now, I mean, I got to bring him up. Logan Schwazek. I'm looking forward to seeing him a lot. Schwaz, number 17 in the country right now for his grade. He's a star. He's an absolute star.
Gopez to kick it off for the Friars, as it's going to be a deep kick. It's going to end up as a touchback.
Good job by Gopez. He should just, I mean, you can call him Mr. Consistent, honestly.
Imhotep's got Byrie Murphy and Malik Drayton back there to return it. Earlier in the game, there was a 60-yard bomb by Imhotep, and other than that, we haven't seen much offense by the Panthers. They need to work on maybe some screen passes to give Belzer some more confidence, or get him out in space and let him use his legs, because he's just an athlete.
Yeah,
and that's
it's good to
really
see him
gotta
back on the
utilize.
field after that injury. It's great to see him back on the field. That's what you hope for. That's what you want.
As looks like Dan Riley's getting called from the film TV on the bench to step in on defense here. And he's just an all-around player that you love to watch.
Oh, yeah, I mean, you look at the roster. It doesn't say it, but he'd say ATH. He's an absolute stud.
Belzer in the shotgun, 3 wide receivers out to the left. It's going to be a run to Coleman, as he's going to get outside for about a 3 or 4 yard gain.
Malvern defensive backs, very reliable so far in this game. They're obviously going to hope to keep that up.
As Cooper comes off. Okay, Cooper, you'll see him in on defense a few times throughout the game. Not what he's known for, but definitely something he's adept enough
He can
at.
do 100%. He can. You can put him in anywhere, and he'll be just all right.
As a short pass, and it's going to be ruled as incomplete from my view, and they're going to mark that as a catch.
They're going to mark that as a catch. I believe in the NFL that probably would have been a touchdown because no one touched him.
I don't know if that was a catch. If we see that on.
Well, here's the thing: we are 100 yards away from the field, and the refs are right next to us. So
that is true.
That was a good point, though. I did think the pass was definitely low. So
one of Belzer's first few completions of the game is going to be about an 8-yard gain for a first down. 1st and 10 for Imhotep at the 30.
Yeah, their offense is going to have to pick it up. They're getting decent drives in, and they're getting good bursts like that, but just not being able to convert at the end of the day.
So here Coleman with about a 7-yard run. They got to piece together drives like these. They're getting into 2nd and long to 3rd and short situations where they're just getting simple first downs using their O-line. As again, I'd like to point out, we see Matt Crawford hyping
he's just incredible.
Malvern Prep bench up again.
He is incredible.
We'd love to see him go over to the section, see how they'd react to him.
Oh, absolutely. I think everyone would turn their back around and just not say a word. Who is this guy?
Inside run here. Another one. Both teams working out of the shotgun. That's really what football is developing into. You don't see a lot of under the center plays.
Yeah, I don't think there's been a single
anymore.
under the center play once at all this game.
Besides the power formation by the Friars earlier in the game.
Good point. I mean, Imhotep just has to keep converting on these 3rd downs. They're driving down the field, and they're getting good drives. But, I mean, the 1st and 1 that we saw, that was on the 30-yard line, the opponent, the Malvern 30-yard line. So they just got to keep piecing up these drives and finishing these drives, more importantly.
As we see the Malvern Prep drone up. they do is film the game from up top.
I remember at Sally's. Sally's last year. They had the drone up, and in Delaware, I think it's illegal. That's
And
a great play.
Will Simmons in on the backfield for the TFL. It's his second TFL of the game.
He is. I don't even know what to say anymore.
He's all over the field for the Friars, leading the season in tackles, and he's showing why.
That's got to be his 6th or 7th tackle tonight.
That's
He's
a good
just
one
incredible. Thank you.
Coach Carr loving his junior inside linebacker as they're going to head into this George Parkinson, Dylan Novak, Jackson Ford look on their D-line along with Naeem Him. And they like this 3DN look sometimes to get a more fast-paced situation, especially in punt situations like this. Maybe in a hurry-up situation, they'll try to get their guys moving. That's going to be a botched snap.
And Jackson Ford's running after it. And
Imhotep's going to have to just fall on it. He goes down about the 9-yard
7.
line, and that's just not something you want to see if you're an Imhotep fan. Chappelle, just no chance of bringing that snap in. Does a great job of recovering it and disallowing a touchdown recovery by the Friars, but it's plays like those that it's going to make the game unreachable for the Panthers.
That just can't happen. Simple as that. I mean, you're down 21-7, you get stopped, 3 and out, and you need a good drive, and they got the opposite of that. They got not a great drive, and the Friars are already at 1st and goal.
Malvern Prep offense has their work cut out for them as they're going to start at the 10-yard line.
Yeah, this is going to be really hard.
First and goal situation. Always love that as a offense when you get to be within 10 yards of the end zone.
And a timeout.
And it's going to be a timeout.
Needs to be taken before a delay game. Which
shot clock was winding down. Malconian didn't like the look as he's going to call timeout.
But great job by him, realizing that and not panicking, not trying to get the snap off really quickly, just calling a timeout. Leaves the Friars with one more timeout for the rest of the half. I don't know. I don't know who's on aux, but they're doing a great job tonight. I mean, I heard jump around in warm-ups. I'm hearing All the Lights by Kanye West. Just a great job. Just a great job by them. All the lights. I'll stop singing. About 10 viewers probably just turned off their TV because of that.
Thanks again to our viewers tuning in.
Also, shout out to the Ville-Marie cheerleaders.
Ville-Marie cheerleaders.
Very talented.
Very talented cheerleading group. They've been doing Malvern Prep games for a really long time now, and it's always a great sight to see them. I got a feeling we got a goal line fade coming to Cade Cooper on the outside here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah, it's his cornerback's playing about 6
or
7 yards off of him. Either a screen or a flop. But it's going to be a double handoff to Dan Riley.
And
Dan Riley gets up for the touchdown. As Dan Riley gets in the end zone.
I mean, yeah, that's impossible to stop right there.
His 3rd touchdown of the year. 2 on offense, 1 on defense.
And
as we have a late flag.
Bit of a scuffle there.
Late flag on the opposite side of the field. And it's either going to be against Imhotep or Malvern. Saw things on both sides. This rivalry is
very
really,
still alive. Very alive.
Really alive.
You saw Jackson Ford earlier, his unsportsmanlike conduct. Great job by the Friars there. Dan Riley, an absolute athlete. If you see him coming, I'd rather tackle Derrick Henry than Dan Riley, I'll be honest.
The 2-sport athlete. He's going to Notre Dame to play lacrosse for Coach Kevin Corrigan there. Can we just add the point?
Yeah, I don't. Let's just tell you know what. Let's just
say it's 28.
Yeah, just turn off the lights and just let's just go.
We know
the announcer jinx is very alive though. Please. Yeah, I mean honestly, we shouldn't have even had to do that.
Middle schoolers gonna catch that.
Honestly, a waste of time.
Successful PAT.
God, that's a candid event right there. Middle schoolers behind trying to catch the ball. Oh man, I remember doing that. That was like what, 6 or 7 years ago? Crazy to think about.
Gonna see this Malvern Prep kickoff team, excuse me. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in this game as the Friars are up big against the Panthers.
Yeah, 28 points in the first half is always what you want to see, and there's still a lot of time. I expect them to have at least one more drive in them, maybe 2 if the defense gets Charles Belzer off the field.
Malvern almost matching their point production from last week with 28 just in the first half.
Exactly. I mean, also in the LaSalle game, they had, I believe, 21 or
42 to 35.
Yeah, no, in the first half.
In the first half.
21 or 28 points, one of the two. So, yeah, their offense is definitely alive and well.
Another touchback as Gopez punts it through the back of the end zone. And we're going to see Belzer and company again, hoping to change the momentum of this game.
You know, I think we should stop calling him Ian Gopez. Just call him Mr. Consistent at this point. I mean, just call him. He's incredible. He's a stud.
It's a great day. It's a great night.
It's always a great day to be a Friar. Just incredible.
Shout out Mr. Algio.
Great day of school. Yeah, honestly.
I saw him down there.
Shout out to everyone.
There he is.
Mrs. Fulton was up in the booth for a little bit. I was talking to her. Just been a great day. Always a great day.
It's going to be a shift by Imhotep.
And they almost didn't get that snap off.
Almost didn't get the snap off, but great run as they're going to gain about 8.
Yeah, I feel like we're seeing, 2 or 3 of those plays every drive where they gain 8 yards and then something happens and Will Simmons gets a sack. It's like the Imhotep offense just has to be more consistent if they want to score more.
Yazid McCorkle and Sayer Coleman getting the touches tonight for Imhotep. The dual threat backfield is being pretty consistent. They're just having a tough time getting it past the sticks.
Yeah, and I mean that's credit to Max Murray and Will Simmons as Imhotep steps early. Number 57, Jesse Moody with the false start.
Uncharacteristic of the Maryland commit. Looks like he's playing offensive guard tonight for Imhotep, though.
He's a tackle / guard, I believe. So I believe he's mainly a tackle, though. He
looks like he has the size of a tackle.
He looks like he is an NFL tackle. So he could be really anything. Anything he wants to be, he can be.
As going to step back, deep ball, and almost had him in space. Zaire Pollard. Short was a little bit short. If the throw was a little bit smaller, that might have had a big game for him.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you would have put it in, that would have been an impossible throw. You had Stevie Smith coming in from the left side of the field, so
if it was a completed pass,
I believe he'd still probably be on the field right now. So yeah, I mean, it was a good throw, good look. He was definitely a little open, beat his man. Great route by him, but definitely a bit of an overthrow there.
5 wide for Imhotep in a 3rd and 8 situation. 3 wide receivers in a bunch formation as a motion on the far side. Low snap, fumbled snap, gets up, deep ball, and just over the head for Byrie Murphy. Schuster in coverage.
Great job by Charles Belzer, though. Not panicking at all. He picked up the ball, honestly, nonchalantly, if you ask me. He picked it up and just gave another throw. Yeah, it wasn't a great throw, but still a lot better than a sack or a fumble.
That's that veteran presence that Belzer has.
Yep, definitely. I mean, the 5 wide, you always think, it's going to be a pass, 100%. But with someone like Charles Belzer, it could be a QB blast, anything.
Hopefully, we could see Jordan McLeish later in the season.
Yeah,
Don't know his current status of injury, but
we're
hoping the best for him.
Yeah, when I heard about that, I was really disappointed once he had star.
And then, it's going to be a really short kick to the left side as Dan Riley looked to return
it. Smart move by Dan Riley. He wanted that.
If there was a little bit of a better bounce,
I think he could take that home.
We might see Dan Riley in the end zone right now. But
definitely.
Instead, the Friars are going to get the ball at about Imhotep's 33, and this is just a constant thing we're seeing is the Friars in good field position to start drives.
Yeah, that brings up, the special teams. We talked about how important the Malvern special team was, but we didn't focus on Imhotep because they need to lock in. Their punting team really is struggling right now, and they just need to really pick it up.
Also, shout out the Imhotep cheerleaders over there.
Definitely, making the
They're doing a great job making the trip out here.
I mean, I can hear from across the field, which is a very
great thing.
Very great thing. It's good. I love school spirit,
Schuster in motion. It's going to be a quick pass to Cooper and a dropped ball, uncharacteristic of the junior wide receiver as Malconi made the read to throw to the slant. Unfortunate drop.
Yeah, we're seeing more of those RPO plays get thrusted in the football. Just a great read by everyone. Just a simple drop. Caleb will pick it back up, and we saw the touchdown earlier. He can do anything.
Yeah, those RPO plays are really starting to become the future of the sport.
Definitely.
It is right now, honestly.
Yeah,
you see it a lot in college football, but a few things you got to do with it. You got to make sure everybody is not doing illegal motions, and the linemen stay back in the backfield. As Schuster's going to be a screen pass as he gets up for about 15 yards. And what a run by Schuster. And Malvern going to have the ball in the red zone. What a screen pass by Malconian, and that's something that Coach Gurr loves to see. He's getting his young wide receivers out in space with space. And it's going to be a run to Dan Riley on the outside. Tries to find room. Makes 3 guys miss. Falls on his back, though, for about a 1-yard gain. Dan Riley showcasing his athleticism, even on the 1-yard gains.
Tackled by number 10, Mikael Pierce.
And if you didn't notice, our color commentator had to step away for a minute. Dylan, you want to describe what?
I think I just got stung by a bee. My neck is killing me right now. That hurts.
Dylan gave me the notion that he needed to step away for a second, and
It's not a great feeling.
looked like he got stung, unfortunately, by a bee.
Yeah, I felt something on my neck, and I tried to slap it off. That hurts, man.
Malconian looked to pass. Great coverage by Imhotep. Finds Dan Riley, though, at about the 5-yard line, and a great tackle by number 35 on Imhotep. That's Caleb Woolsey as Dan Riley gets the first down. Something Malconian's great at, just being a scrambler, finding open wide receivers down the field, and even though it seems like he might be in the position to take a sack, he finds the open guy.
Yeah, he never panics. Never ever panics, which is great. Which is honestly all in the experience. I mean, he's been playing for 4 years now, so he's used to all this.
That's definitely what you get when you got a 4-year quarterback who's been getting time since he was a freshman.
So my neck is killing me still. It stings, man. It stings right now. I'll be honest.
Two running back look. TJ Fent and Deke Bates in the backfield. Malconian as Bates gets the handoff, and he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Great tackle by Zaki Wiggins-Hall, 6'3" senior, 224 pounds.
Wow, that's not even. I mean, that's crazy.
Second and goal from the 6-yard line.
Second and goal for Malvern as we see Novak on the outside. Not the usual spot, maybe a goal line fade. It's going to be a goal line fade to Cooper on the outside, though, as almost gets up. Could have been intercepted.
And there's a flag.
We got a flag most likely on the defense, and in those situations, it's like you almost have to hold him if you want to stop an inevitable touchdown by Cade Cooper.
Yeah, that's all you can. That's all you can do. Just one more plug before it happens. Stay tuned during halftime for the interview with me and Dr. Poach. Should be a lot of fun.
Of course. And it's going to be a 2-point conversion attempt by the Friars. They're in that power formation that we love to see. And
Did they score? I thought did they score?
Oh, I believe it was a goal line penalty.
I'll say.
Correct. They're from the 2-yard line. That's my mistake. It's going to be a toss to the outside. Zeke Bates.
And yeah, that's
and
just
it's
a
the
walk
foot race to the
in.
outside, and
Untouched.
that's going to be a Zeke Bates touchdown.
Great job by Julius Reddick out there. Fantastically blocked.
5th touchdown of the season, 2 in this game for the Minnesota commit, as going to push it ahead to 34-7 Malvern.
That's a pretty
an inevitable 35-7 once
Wow.
Lopez puts us to the
knock on
uprights.
wood. Knock on wood first.
Knock on wood. Unfortunately, there is no wood in the booth right
There
now.
isn't.
But we're gonna have to pray.
Yeah. The jinxer, the announcer jinx is still very alive. So let's hope he doesn't do it. Who am I kidding?
And
Never a doubt.
Great snap, great hold. Love to shout out the snapper, Nick Riley.
Yeah. Saw him get warmed up
Number
today.
48 for the Friars, plays lacrosse and football, and he's getting it done as a long snapper, and of course snap out of the holder, starting quarterback Jackson Malconian. It's really a 3-man crew. A field goal is.
Yeah.
It's not just that one guy doing the kick. It's you got to point
So,
out.
I mean, it's all 11, really.
The
It's all
placeholder
11.
and the long snapper, and of course the other guy's blocking for him.
Yeah.
It looks so routine in the NFL that
Yeah. Exactly.
you just don't really think about how hard it actually is.
It can change a game. It can really change a game. It's a very underrated spot on the field.
Byrie Murphy and Malik Drayton to return the kick, as looks like Malvern's going to send out Jack Keegan, number 86, to kick this ball off.
I actually had Spanish class with him 2 years ago. Great kid. Oh, wow. What a
Great
move.
punt. It's going to reach about the goal line, and it's going to be a return by Drayton as he gets up and he finds room.
And
Byrie Murphy down the sideline. It's a foot race, and
there we go.
the kickoff problems continue to happen for the Malvern Prep team. Byrie Murphy, what a kick return. 100 yards.
Just
Sayer
wow.
Coleman looks like he's got a bit of an injury back at the start of the kickoff.
I mean, this kickoff team is so
Refs
reliable.
get together for a possible flag.
Oh, and
And
there's
it's
a
going to be a block in the back by the Imhotep kick return team. Oh, I see the flag now. It's about at the 35-yard line. Kind of got blocked out by the great play by Murphy, but nevertheless, it's going to be Imhotep ball to start the drive at about the 25-yard line. It's things like that will kill you,
Yeah,
and a lot of the times with
absolutely.
the block in the back penalty, it's really unnecessary. And
Yeah, it's really not. I mean, most of the time with the block in the back, that doesn't make an effect on the play, usually if it's a block in the back. I mean, also, if there's no block in the back there and Imhotep gets a kickoff return before half, they're going into the locker rooms not feeling that awful. Yes, they're down 21, but still, they have the momentum with the kickoff. It is really just not necessary.
First and 10 for the Panthers from their own 25-yard line.
Belzer and company going to start the 1st and 10.
Timeout. Malvern Prep.
Timeout by Malvern. And how's that bee sting treating you, Dylan?
I was gonna plug it again and say that because it still absolutely stings right now, but I didn't want to sound like a wuss. It is killing me right now. It is still stinging really badly. I don't know. I might have to take a break.
We'll see it soon. 26 seconds left in this first half. Dylan's going to get to interview Dr. Poach.
I am.
Very excited to listen in on that and hear what he has to say.
I mean, absolutely. Dr. Poach is a necessity towards his team. I mean, you think athletic ability is a lot, but mental is huge in this game with confidence, just not downing yourself. So we're going to get another insight into that in about 30 seconds.
Getting well rested, obviously one of the most important things as well. I love
Absolutely.
love to see you get his opinion on that, on things like that.
Definitely.
Probably one more snap in this half as it's going to be a run and going to be stopped
Yeah, and Imhotep will not
at
call
about
timeout.
the 1 yard line, and looks like both teams are going to go back to the locker room.
Yep.
Sayer Coleman just tried to find something on that play.
Imhotep's really going to have to talk about it at halftime.
35-7, Malvern.
35 points at half is pretty good, I'd say.
They're on track to score 70.
Something like
70
that.
to 14.
Yeah.
And
hopefully,
you just love to see that as a Malvern Prep fan.
Oh, definitely. I mean, you come into this game knowing that Imhotep always is a star-studded lineup, but then you come out and you see 35-7.
And
so
we would love to introduce him, Dr. Poach.
the legend.
Don't have a great time with him.
Of course. Oh, I will.
As
easily.
both teams go to the locker room, get a nice interview here.
Mhm.
Please direct your attention to the 50-yard line.
Dr. Poach, how you doing?
Good, Dylan. How are you? Thank you for having me.
Oh,
It's a
always,
pleasure
of
to be here
course. How you feeling tonight? How you feeling tonight watching this game?
Really excited. It's been a great game. A lot of energy. I think love the way our team is playing.
Mm-hmm.
They really seem to have the foot to the gas pedal for sure, and hopefully, like second half, keep it going. Right? I love the way love the energy.
Yeah. Now, can you just sum up your position for the team and the role that you have on the Malvern Prep football team?
So not just with the football team, but with the athletic department, I'm the mental performance coach. Essentially, a mental performance coach seeks to help athletes, students maximize performance in any possible area. So that could be something as much as, a football player or any athlete that maybe gets a little stress or anxiety around an issue. Sometimes we all get those mental blocks, and we have to process like how to clear up those mental blocks to perform at our best.
Definitely. Now, most people think that most part of sports is all about the athletic ability. But how much do you think is the division of mental and athletic going into this game?
This game and any game, there's Yogi Berra is a famous baseball player, catcher for the New York Yankees, and I think he said something to the effect that baseball is 90% mental and the other half is physical. So obviously the mathematics is off there, but what I think Yogi was trying to get at is the idea that we so much is in our head sometimes, right? And that the mental game is harder than the physical game. And Lane Johnson, the famous tackle for the Philadelphia Eagles, he said often the hardest opponent we'll ever face is our opponent in the mirror. We look at ourselves, right? The man in the mirror, and in doing so, we come to try to always be the best version of ourselves. Just sometimes we get stuck. So mental performance probably helps athletes and really anybody unlock like that, whatever they're stuck with, where we try to work with them in that capacity.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, all these people watching at home, if they're ever in a slump in their sport and they're struggling to, hey, maybe I should switch this or maybe I should do this, like, what is your message to those people who are in slumps and trying to get out of it, just trying to stay mentally positive?
So I think it's important to realize that it is just a slump, right? And that everybody in our life has had some optimal performances that we've done, right? So I think it's really important to draw on our past, especially those successes, to help us move forward. And to realize that sometimes the slump is there, we just have to work through it. Like any athlete would pretty much go through this in their lifetime, right? I've never met an athlete that didn't have a slump, right? Even the best, Michael Jordan, right? So we all go through these hard times, but I think what we have to do is look upon these hard times as teachers. Like what lessons do we learn to help us move forward with the adversity we face?
Definitely. Now, just for football, for example, their season is about 2 to 3 months long. Baseball is even longer. What's your message to those long seasons to where you have to stay confident for all 3 months, which is very hard to do?
Sure.
So what do you think about that?
So confidence will come and go, right? No doubt about it, right? The issue is like when we're there, when things are going well, we ride it. When maybe we start faltering or things kind of like start lingering behind as far as confidence, realize sometimes too it's just the courage of showing up and moving through things to always get better. So it's just to realize that it's all part of the process. I always say focus on the tasks, right, and focus on the process. Each day, take each day as it comes, each game as it comes. We can have these goals where we're trying to hit, but sometimes we get so caught up in our own egos and we're always worried about performance, realizing that I think that the best athletes will realize that you're going to have some good performances and maybe some not so good performances. But we focus on each day, each practice, trying to get a little bit better and looking at how progress we made over time. I think that's important.
Now you bring up getting better. I always hear this term, getting 1% better every day.
Yes.
Just how do you think, what are some methods that I can get 1% better at either being a mindset or just in general? How do you think I can get methods to really go to this madness?
So you just used the key word there, mindset, right? Mindsets are given sets of beliefs we have about things, especially with keeping that positive mindset each day, even when things maybe aren't so good, maybe that self-talk is turning inwards and is a little bit negative, to keep that positive mindset about moving forward, right? And to realize that this is a process. So that's one way, right? Even at the end of each day, maybe just do a little debrief. What did I do well? What didn't go so well? And how can I get better, right? And I think that's going to keep us or anybody on track for that growth, that 1% growth we're all aiming for.
Definitely. Now, preparation is a big thing for sports. I remember when I took your class, Pursuing Excellence, we watched a TCU pitcher who he went into a bullpen with no catcher, no ball, and just mentally went through his reps where he was going full, he would take 10 seconds between pitches and he would throw as hard as he could. What do you think that helps with in the mindset?
So what we're looking at is visualization, right, and imagery. No doubt, we all use visualization and imagery in different ways. In that particular scenario, by practicing things mentally and even running those little sessions, what you start to see is the athlete just putting himself in game situations even when he's not playing, right? So by any high-level athlete is going to use imagery and visualization to get a little bit better. And
Definitely.
There's different techniques to teach it as well.
All right, well, thank you for your time, and
my
I hope
pleasure,
you
Dylan.
have a very successful weekend.
Of
course. Can't wait for class on Monday. Can't wait for class. So thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you for coming.
And we are back after our halftime interview with Dr. Poach. Thank you, Dr. Poach, for joining us. We're here with new color commentator, sophomore Scott Kennedy. How you doing tonight, Scott?
I'm doing great. Friars are doing well tonight, and it's a great day to be a Friar.
Yeah, they're getting it done on both sides. You got Kate Cooper, Jack Schuster getting it done on the receiving end, Jackson Melconian getting him the ball, and then on defense you got guys stepping up like Will Simmons, George Parkinson, doing a great job. As we got about 3 seconds until we start the second half.
Yeah, it's been a great team effort here.
We're checking the status on Dylan. Hopefully he is recovering from his terrible bee sting. I mean, it really put him out of commission. Luckily, he's not allergic, so we'll see him back here with about 7 minutes left to go in the third quarter, where we'll also be joined by our special student guest with a quick interview during the game. Thomas Plaza will be joining me and Dylan in the booth. But start the second half. Imhotep's going to kick the ball off. Looks like Stevie Smith and Trey Gibson are going to return it again for the Friars. I mean, if you're Imhotep, what are you telling to your players when you're down by 28 points or to start the second half?
Gotta treat it like a 0-0 game. Play your heart out. Scores not matter at this point.
I love that mentality. Yeah, you just got to let your guys know. You got to score one touchdown at a time. You can't try to look ahead. And great contact punt. Trey Gibson to return at about the 10-yard line. He's going to get up. He's going to have great blocks. Finds open space. What a return by Trey Gibson. Gets it out to about the 40. He had an electric return against Roman Catholic last year, and fulfilling that role as a kick returner for the Friars again.
Another great return for the Friars here. It's been return after return.
Dan Riley, Trey Gibson, a few of the guys who have been returning kicks for the Friars all year, both getting it done. As Melconian at the helm to start the second half, Cooper, Smith, and Landman at wide receivers. Melconian steps back, goes deep, looking for Gibson, and the Fordham commit almost makes the play. Great coverage on the play by number 10, Mikkel Pierce, as Melconian looked for a deep seam route to Gibson, and fruitless at the end of the day.
Yeah, just missed there. Almost a big-time play there by Melconian.
Two running back formation for the Friars. 2nd and 10 from about the 40. I like their chances of taking a shot on first down there, but Bates is going to get it in a counter run concept for about 4 yards. Set up 3rd and 6. 3rd manageable for Melconian and crew.
Running game has been on point all game long. Got to continue to run in the second half.
Really all year, right? I mean, Zeke Bates, he's got yards in LaSalle, yards against Del Barton. He's been getting it done all year for the Friars, and that's what they've been counting on him for. He's got 5 touchdowns, 2 touchdowns this game, and he's been getting it done. He's got 28 rushes for 114 yards in the prior 2 games before this. As quick hitch route to Kate Cooper on the outside. He's going to get the first down. Great extra effort to get those extra 2 yards to push him past the sticks and over the timeline for the Friars, as they're going to get a 1st and 10 from Imhotep's 49.
Looks like the Friars are taking the momentum in the second half, doing the same thing they did the first, and it's working well again.
Really pushing it down the field. They've been getting deep plays. They've been running it. They've been getting short passes. They've been doing anything they wanted really all game, and it definitely doesn't help that Imhotep has had to have Belzer step in at quarterback. Definitely not have the same energy he usually has as linebacker, but it's going to be an option play. Melconian fakes and he gets up. He's got one guy to beat and stiff arms him, gets tackled from behind at about the 15-yard line. Melconian showing off the legs there for about a 35-yard gain, pushing the Friars into the red zone.
Melconian speedy in the open field. Nice big game by him. Great play.
Read the option well, faked out the DN with the fake toss to Bates as he found the hole, and he juked out Belzer for a very good gain.
Showing his athleticism there.
2 sport athletes committed to Vanderbilt to play baseball, the senior. In the shotgun as he takes a snap, rolls out to the right, moves the pocket, finds Dan Riley in the flat through the hands, and it's intercepted. Imhotep going the other way. Interception. Malik Drayton as went through the hands of Dan Riley and just popped up to the Imhotep defensive back, and that's exactly what you need if you're Imhotep to start the second half.
Yeah, good play concept there, but slipped right through Dan Riley's hands, and Imhotep was in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, great way to move Malconian out of the pocket and moves the lineman to the right, and just a unforced turnover and something you don't want to see if you're Coach Guerrera. But Dan Riley, very uncharacteristic of him, very conservative guy, usually makes those catches, and we're probably not going to see many of those from him all season.
Got to bounce back with a good defensive possession here for the Friars.
New look for the Friars, number 31, Luke Capaldi in at cornerback, close side. Smith and Gibson still occupying the other two defensive back positions. As Imhotep goes in motion, 4 wide receiver set. And it's going to be a false start, number 70 on Imhotep. Looked like he was a little bit too excited to run the play, as Ibn Graham going to force Imhotep 5 yards back.
Imhotep's been surrendering a lot of penalties. I would like to see him cut it back in the second half, but it looks like they are struggling to do so.
Yeah, a lot of unforced errors, getting behind the sticks early in these possessions, first and 15, second and 12. It's not what you want to see, especially when you got an inexperienced quarterback who is still capable athletically, but just doesn't have the experience behind the helm. It's going to be an inside run as it's going to be a fumble forced, and it's going to be recovered by the Panthers. Coleman with a great burst for about 7 yards, but ball got stripped from his hands. Luckily, his player was there to recover it. Dylan Novak, I believe, in on the strip there.
Imhotep trying to get the run game going. Need to keep the ball secure. Turnovers are not what they need when they're down 35-7.
The senior, luckily didn't have to pay for his crime there, as Belzer will take the snap in the shotgun. It's going to be another run, and he is just surrounded by guys, but he makes something out of nothing, and he's going to get tackled out of bounds right about the sticks, and they're going to call a late flag on Will Simmons for a late tackle. Simmons definitely didn't mean to do that, but ref's going to throw some laundry out in the field on that late hit.
Yeah, a good way to elude the defense there by the running back.
You really saw Naeem Hammond in the backfield, Joey Suker, TJ Fent, or Joe Rosano. You saw all the guys in there. It's just they couldn't make the tackle. Coleman doing a great job to evade pressure, get out to the left outside, and get up to about the sticks, forcing a penalty.
Even though Malvern has a big lead here, they still got to play fundamental football and be careful on defense. Don't want to give up too many penalties or too many yards.
No lead is too big in football, that's for sure. And if you get some momentum can be a dangerous thing. And when you got star-studded players who can make big plays, that lead could be lowered very quickly. Deep running back position, as Coleman's going to get the run and tackle in the backfield by Will Simmons for a short gain. He's been there. He's been all over the field today, showcasing why he's a star-studded inside linebacker for Malvern.
Yeah, Will Simmons again getting into the backfield. Almost it looks like every run play and every passing play, making a big impact on this game.
Might want to start having to double a linebacker. Not something you want to do as an offensive coordinator, but when he's making that many plays, it's kind of hard not to. As Bell's going to step back, almost got taken down by his thing. He got a player deep if he could find him, and he's just going to throw it away.
Once again, pressure by the Friars.
He had
Jackson
Byron
Ford
Murphy.
back there.
He had Byron Murphy about 50 yards downfield, and I don't know if Belzer had the arm for that, but he was naked, and I think it would have been a tough pass to get to him, but it's going to end up being 3rd and 9 for Imhotep at their own 43.
Friars getting good pressure in the backfield again. That'll be key to keeping this lead big.
Almost taken down. Good job to get out of the pocket and escape pressure, and great job by Belzer to keep his eyes downfield. Unfortunately, he just couldn't find anything. Imhotep's going to go in motion, and we're going to get a movement on the offensive line.
Another flag for Imhotep.
Unforced error, going to lead to 3rd and 14, and this is that area of your playbook where you just don't got many plays besides a screen pass and a deep ball, or maybe even a halfback draw.
Especially with the backup QB in. It's tough getting out of these first 15s or these long downs.
Really minimizes your playbook, it does. Going to step back Belzer, have some time, find some man, and that's going to be intercepted. Ooh, big collision there by Dylan Novak and Will Simmons. Both players going for the ball. Novak maintained possession, and looks like Malconian is going to start off the field. They're going to look to their Wildcat formation. Zeke Bates, TJ Fenton, Julius Riddick in the backfield. Mowering on the outside, not something you usually see out of him, but the Kentucky commit definitely has the athleticism to make plays there. And it's going to be a keeper by Bates, trying to find something, and he's going to get about 2 to 3 yards there. And a bit of a botched play by the Malvern Prep line.
Zeke Bates, once again, getting positive yards. It's been the story of this game. They really can't stop him.
The guy knows how to make something out of nothing. He really does. Stay tuned. In the upcoming minutes, we're going to have a special student interview with Malvern Prep's very own Thomas Blase, senior, talking about student section, his experience with football, and his experience with another sport, playing lacrosse. Thomas was going to be going to Villanova to play goalie for the Wildcats in a couple of years, and very excited to talk to him.
Yeah, it should be an electric interview there.
Love to see him. Guy definitely knows how to let the word fly. Malconian in the shotgun. It's going to be a fake handoff, looking downfield, looking for Gibson in the deep corner route, and Gibson makes the catch. Great ran route by Trey Gibson, the Fordham commit. Ends up getting about 20. Great job by Malconian staying poised in the pocket, finding Gibson deep downfield.
Gibson wide open. Malconian finds him. Another great play for the Friars.
I want to thank you, Scott, for joining us. It was a great time. Great color commentator. Always love talking to the younger guys, especially in this situation.
And I'm back.
And they did not let me down. And oh God, this guy's back.
I'm back.
After a quick medical procedure.
I stopped my bee sting. We're all good.
After a quick medical procedure to get rid of the bee sting in his neck.
And we're about to have a very special guest. Thomas Blase.
We'd like to introduce him. And hello, Thomas.
Thomas, can you hear us?
Fellas, I can hear you.
Oh,
great to be here.
How you doing today? How are you enjoying the game?
I'm doing good. When I first got here, I won't lie, I definitely intimidated. If you threw a skill out there with 2 Broncos on it, they might not weigh as much as Imhotep's front line, and that's okay. Apparently got a kid named Big Cheese on D-line, and he's wrecking out there for him. But not how I anticipated. Like I said, I was intimidated, but fellas are doing well tonight. Skill guys are doing well tonight. Jack Schuster got a great game going so far. Jackson Malconian, the usual suspects, as you guys know.
Expected.
They've all got the talent. And what are your thoughts on student section team tonight? Blackout. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's classic. Reminds me of freshman year when we took down Imhotep in the all-black. Bit of a tradition now. But yeah, gotta love the all-black.
Malconian staying in the pocket. He's trying to find someone, evades pressure, fakes out 2 guys, finds some positive yards for about 4 or 5 yards to get it back to the sticks to set up about a 3rd and 10.
Now, Thomas, give us a little bit about yourself. You know, what sports you play, and just give us some details. You know, give us a little background.
So I play lacrosse and golf here at Malvern. Involved with the Deodatus program.
I applied.
Sports debate.
Of course.
But heavily involved in the golf team. Love the golf program and love Coach Duda.
Believe you guys had a match yesterday. How'd that end up going?
We did. We took down O'Hara pretty handily.
Good to hear.
And yeah, good win for the fellas.
Now I heard a rumor. Is it true that a Malvern student hit a hole-in-one on a par 4 at Rivercrest?
That is indeed true. A guy by the name of William Shuford, the Black Cat they call him.
The Black Cat.
With a hole-in-one, number 4 at Rivercrest. He gets
up for about 12 yards, slides just at the first down marker. He might be short, but
Malconian, man, kid's a problem. Kid's an absolute problem.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on his performance so far?
In the backfield.
Good, as always. Sticks always gets it done. Kid's a dual threat, and when you got wide receivers like Cade Coop, Caden them out there, some say, and he's catching on top of people's heads in the first quarter, that's kind of when you know. And I'm sure when Imhotep saw that, they knew it was going to be a very long day. But yeah, a lot of respect for number 11 and blue.
Yeah, what was your reaction to Cade Coop's head tap touchdown, as the kids call it now?
You know, I blacked out. Student section was unbelievable. We're jumping around. I absolutely blacked out. Yeah, I mean, you hear the "Let's Go Malvern" chants, and you just kind of lose it a little bit. But yeah, Cade's been very strong all year long. So glad to see he's still doing well.
Malvern going to be set up at about a 3rd and 22. Going to have a tough situation here. It's going to be 4 wide receivers: Lamb, Schuster, Gibson, and Cooper on the outside. And Malconian making some audibles at the line. 18 seconds left to snap. Got plenty of time as he drops back. 3-man pressure by Imhotep. stays in the pocket, looks for someone downfield, finds Cooper for about
Speaking of the devil.
15 yards, and it's going to set up about a 4th and 7 for what could be maybe Ian Gopez's first field goal attempt of the year.
I mean, yeah, he's Mr. Consistent.
He is. He really is. Thomas, we know you also play lacrosse. Talk about how you look forward to this upcoming season and just thoughts on the overall program.
Yeah, program's awesome. Coaches are awesome. I think the season's going to be good. We lost a lot of seniors offensively, especially last year, but we got a lot of young guys coming in, and would assume that we're going to have another tough schedule with a lot of good opponents. So just looking forward to competing with the guys.
Malvern offense stays on the field 4th and 8 as Malconian almost finds Gibson across the middle, unfortunately through the hands. As Imhotep's going to take over from their own 29. A chance that Malvern would like to cash in, unfortunately, through the hands of Gibson. So, if you didn't know, Thomas, unfortunately, Imhotep's quarterback is inactive tonight, so they've had a new guy stepping in. Charles Belzer, usually a linebacker. He had 70 tackles for them last season, and he's definitely inexperienced when it comes to playing quarterback, but he's been doing his best using his athleticism to evade the pocket on that 60-yard gain as he had earlier in the game. And what would be your message to say an inexperienced quarterback who's coming in for his first time?
I mean, it's been a long time since Pop Warner, but I would just say stay calm. I mean, you're coming into the house. Malvern's not an easy environment to play in, so I would just say stay calm. I mean, solid and mid-run there. I'm looking down the sheet and I see 6'2", 215. I mean, that's a great build for a quarterback. He seems like a dual threat. He can run, he can pass, so he probably doesn't need any help from TP. But yeah, just wishing him all the best, to be honest with you.
Getting looks from Michigan State and Penn State as a linebacker, so he's definitely doing well on the defensive side of the field, but on the offensive side, just a bit of experience. But he's been doing his best tonight.
Wise words.
With an injury, but
wise words from Thomas Plaza.
As Belzer steps back, finds Coleman in the flat, gets up for about 8 yards, going to set up 3rd and short.
Open field tackle made by number 23, Joey Rosano.
Joe Rosano in on the tackle. We see Joe Rosano and Matt Crawford on the inside.
Oh, Matt Crawford's in the game. Here we go.
Love to see Matt Crawford. That juice guy for the Friars, always pumping up the sidelines. Love to see him get in in the inside linebacker position.
Tom, do we know who 31 is out there?
31, Luca Paldi. Luca Paldi, junior for the Friars.
Class act.
Luca Paldi.
Good guy.
Jack Capaldi's younger brother, old quarterback for Malvern, who plays at Fordham currently. Got a lot of potential. Love the kid. Great dude. Oh my gosh, what a tackle on the outside by Novak. Keeps contained. Sayer Coleman, and it's going to be another late flag. These refs have been pretty quick to throw their laundry out on the turf today, especially after the whistle. But great play by Novak. You really just got to point that out when you make a juice play like that on third and short. Well, Thomas, we want to thank you for being here tonight. It's definitely not easy coming in the booth, and a great kid, cross player, golf player. We love to have you here.
So thank you for your time,
fellas. The time of my life. Absolutely appreciate it.
It's great to be with you.
Nice talking to you. A true class act. A true class act.
And it's going to be a flag on Imhotep there. It wasn't a late flag on Novak.
Number 84, Danny Bonner, checks into the game.
Danny Bonner, he's been a special teams guy the last couple of years who's just been all over the field. You love to see those guys. Plus, he's definitely a great kid, great family. Want to thank our viewers again.
Absolutely.
As Imhotep's going to be back to punt. Smith to return it. Haven't seen much of him tonight, unfortunately. He's been
probably a good
silent contributor. And a low punt, almost blocked, as Jackson Ford was almost in for the block. And Imhotep had a little bit of trouble recovering the punt, but they eventually get it up about their Friars 44.
Yeah, we haven't heard a lot of Stevie Smith, but that's probably a good thing. You don't really want to be talked about. If you're playing great coverage, you're not going to get any attention.
Yep.
Which is exactly what he's doing. He's been he's had attention one play, and it was his chase down to save a touchdown. So he's just been playing really consistent, really great.
35-7, no scores in this third quarter yet. Possibly the bad luck of the interviews that we've been giving out. Maybe I need to stop. But
so how was Scott?
Scott was great. Great color commentator. Love the kid. Great dude. And always love to have someone new in the booth to get rid of you for a little bit.
Oh,
you know?
okay. Yeah, my medical emergency that had to put me out for a little bit.
And I mean, it can't be unnoticed. The two behind the scenes.
Oh
guys,
my goodness! I mean, are we
real
serious? The real
highlight
MVP.
players here.
You're the real MVP.
Connor Kendall and Jamie Schlichtig. Special thanks to those guys helping out, producing the film as Malconian tries to find Novak and a quick screen pass as it's incomplete.
You know, last week we had to bring a guy in and show the ropes. But hey, Mr. Badgley, hey, we got Jamie Schlichtig. You're good to go. We got Jamie Schlichtig.
Jamie Schlichting and Connor Kendall definitely doing their jobs as guys directing the whole thing, switching cameras, directing cameras.
Oh, goodness.
Really the do-it-all guys. And
What would we do without them?
all
I
we
mean,
do
honestly.
here is read stats and talk to you guys. But
Oh, I mean, this is just two friends having a conversation when the real MVPs are in the back.
as Malconian finds Gibson with a short pass, Gibson showcasing the
Oh.
speed, breaks a few tackles for about a 23-yard gain.
He's very sneaky speed.
Those hitch routes can really turn into something when you're playing the right coverage, as Malconian read the defense correctly and finds Gibson for about 24.
Great job once again.
Pushing the ball into Imhotep territory, looking to cash in for the first score of the second half.
You know, I also just want to shout out once again Dr. Poach. Just a fantastic guest. to
Another
come on.
hitch route to Creed Cooper on the outside for about 5 yards.
Pass complete from Jackson Malconian.
As especially when you're playing maybe against a cover 2, cover 4, when you got those linebackers having to get out to those lower flats. If you can get a quick hitch route to the outside, it's usually going to be an easy 4 or 5 yards because, especially in high school, you don't got cornerbacks who can just break on the ball on a dime and really stop those plays. So
Definitely.
really something to exploit if you're playing against zone defenses.
Which is just great job by the defensive coaches. I mean, by the
Malconian
offensive
looking
coaches.
deep, trying to find someone scrambling again, and it gets hit in the back. Great job by Malconian to eat the contact. Number 70 in on the play for Imhotep. Great job by him getting in the back as Evan Graham, the 6'1", 220 senior,
Wow.
almost gets the sack. 3rd and 5 for Malvern.
Yeah, the Imhotep defense has been really impressive. They got the interception, and they really haven't allowed huge plays. So
Yeah, I don't think the score necessarily reflects how the defense has been playing. They've been put up against a very star-studded team who's making big plays all over the field. And Malconian, with a 5-wide offense, looks to the right, tries to find Smith as Smith gets up for about a 21-yard gain. We haven't mentioned his name all game yet, but Stevie Smith coming up big on 3rd down, push the Friars in the red zone, take over at about the 11-yard line.
yeah, just a great job by the Malvern offense. I mean, just showcasing their skills. This has been a great night. I mean, whenever you put up 35 points in general, it's always been a great night, especially in the 3rd quarter. So definitely a good night.
Shout out to our viewers out there, alumni, Ryan Sims watching, a few other guys, Imhotep fans. Hope you guys are having a great night.
Yeah.
Malvern fans.
Yeah, shout out to Jason Torres.
Always great to see you guys. Shout out to those guys. Gibson with a reverse on the outside, tries to get a field, breaks about 17 tackles.
That's
And
impressive.
gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Good kid. He's just a great kid.
See, it's plays like those that can really help your offense out and stop you from getting behind the sticks. It's not those 6-yard gains.
Yeah.
Well, it is, but it's those
Turning
gains
nothing
that-
into something.
It's those games where you turn nothing into something and break 4 or 5 tackles after contact and allow your offense to get in a reasonable position to make a play on the next down. Looks like an injured guy for Imhotep. Joseph Sonda, hopefully he can get off the field correctly. 6'2", 285 senior, as he's able to run off on his own strength, which is always something you love to see.
Yeah, definitely. You never want to see someone have to get carried off.
Great player for Imhotep.
I mean, they're really all studs. All
really
studs. I mean, the score is not doing this Imhotep team justice. It's just those 4 or 5 plays that are just those huge plays that result in scores that are really boosting this Malvern team up. But Imhotep has not played a 28-point loss game. They haven't played that bad at all.
Again, just want to shout out the Villa cheerleaders as Zeke Bates takes the inside run and going to get about 2 or 3. Shout out to the Villa cheerleaders, always cheering loud, supporting on the Friars. Thank our Villa Maria Hurricanes just across town.
Tommy, I'll
Send
be
their squad
honest.
out.
I got to go take a quick break and get my ice back. My neck is...
I don't blame you.
I
man.
don't
These
mess
things
with
are no
bees.
joke,
This is
so,
no fun.
So I mean, I'll see.
I'll be right
I'll
back.
see you in a little bit. Just looks like it's gonna be me for right now as Dylan goes to get his ice back. Bee Sting's no joke, folks. It's gonna take us to start of the 4th quarter,
And I'm
35 to
back.
7 Malvern. No scores in that third quarter there.
Take a moment to recognize the heartbeat of the Friar offense, the men in the trenches doing the dirty work so the big plays can shine.
Yeah, shout out Mr. B. I mean, he's definitely helps out with the O-line a lot. Was an O-lineman himself at Penn. Now is a professional strongman.
Does your math teacher even lift?
Does your math teacher even lift? I don't think so. Freshman year math class.
Mr. B does, yeah. Shout out the O-line. Bryce Willie, Bus Johnson, Adam Briggs, all the guys getting it done. Ronan Burke. I mean, it's just a complete effort. Tyler Grand. You got to talk about those guys.
Yeah, definitely.
Up front who are really getting the job done.
It's all on them. Without a good O-line, your offense is cooked.
So that even though they may not show up exactly on the stat sheet, they show up when you're watching the game.
Yeah, definitely. They are film demons.
Of course, again, shout out Mr. Carroll, Mr. B, Mr. Miller, all those guys helping.
Shout out everyone that came out tonight.
Shout out the coaching staff in general. Malvern, third and 7 from their Imhotep's 11 as Malconian steps back, trying to find Ford with a great slant route, almost gets in. Going to be stopped at about the 1 yard line. Great quick slant route to Jackson Ford, the Penn State commit. As we'll most likely see this power formation for the Friars.
Pass was complete to number 8, Jackson Ford.
Malconian just having a great year. I mean, before this game, as we mentioned, he's got 520 yards, 4 touchdowns. Don't even know how much he has now. And it looks like Imhotep's going to stop Riddick on the goal line, trying to jam the fullback in, but Imhotep's front 7 making a play.
You know, Tommy, I'm a little distracted. All I can think about is tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock, SAT. I'm locked in. I am so locked in.
Good luck. And Riddick, and a keeper by Malconian, as they're kind of developing this Philadelphia tush-push, flexible power offense, and they're pitching it, their fullback diving it, they're keeping it with an option, and I wouldn't be surprised if they even pass it to Ford on the outside in this formation.
Maybe a goal line fade.
They can really utilize a lot of their guys in this power formation.
Yeah, as Cade Cooper checks into the game.
Could be a goal line fade here. 3rd and goal from about the 3. Malvern's lost 2 yards in their first 2 downs. I might see a slant route by Cooper here. It looks like his guys got inside position. And it's going to be a goal line fade to Cooper. And almost a catch.
Just outside.
No one to blame really there. You can't blame Malconian. You can't blame Cooper. Solid coverage there. Number 35 on Imhotep getting the job done. Caleb Woosley, he's been all around the field.
Yeah, he's been playing great tonight.
He's definitely got his hands full too.
Oh, definitely. Now, I'm still a little confused here. At lunch today, I'm talking with my friends, and I'm talking about the SAT, and Cash Ogborn, a dear friend of me, goes, "Wait, the SATs are tomorrow? Signed up for the June SAT. Signed up for the September SAT. Forgot it was tomorrow."
Had to cancel plans. And Malconian, fake pass, and it's going to be almost intercepted. Uncharacteristic of Malconian throwing the ball over the middle. He's got no turnovers this year. Almost intercepted, and this is going to be Ian Gopez's first field goal of the day.
That was a 4th down.
That could have been Malconian's 2nd interception of the year. He had unfortunately had one earlier this game. Oh, yeah, on 4th down, it's going to set up Imhotep from about their 3 yard line.
On the 4 yard line, 1st and 10.
Well, let's look forward to next week. It's not going to be us in the booth against Sally's. It'll be I'm not sure. I'm not sure the exact roster, but we let the newcomers, the
young guys step up.
The young guys get
Definitely
in.
Excited. Definitely not a decrease in
absolutely not.
Only
an improvement. Great job by Capaldi.
Coleman's able to get to the outside, but tracked down there by Capaldi. Great job shedding the block. Matt Crawford also.
He's in the game.
A little bit late to the tackle there.
Yeah, he's got to get there quicker. It's that simple. If you're the linebacker and you're number 58, you got to get to the ball. If I'm Coach G, I'm giving him a little talking after this. Maybe, hey, defense football isn't for you. I'm kidding. Obviously, Max is a very skilled player, very dear friend.
Wishbone formation for Imhotep. It's gonna be a handoff to the outside. Great look there. Like that burst by Joseph Sonda.
And great tackle by Matt Crawford.
Sonda. And it's going to be first down for Imhotep. And a bit of an easy first down there. It's one of their first easy ones of the game, it looks like. Four wide receivers to the right, to the left. It's going to be a deep ball, and it's going to be a great pass breakup by Capaldi.
That was spectacular.
That's something you love to see out of the junior corner.
Just a great recovery there.
Belzer thought he had Murphy down the sideline. Luke Capaldi, no fly zone.
Yep, put up the X, I believe, after it. Wow, what a great play. I mean, just a spectacular play, honestly. I'm speechless. Recovery was fantastic. Puts his arm in the air. Deflects the ball perfectly.
Shout out to Coach Coles, Coach Antel.
Yep.
Defensive backs coach for Malvern.
Coach Coles honors African-American history. Probably the best class I've ever taken. In the middle of it. Very excited to keep
Coleman
learning.
gets to the outside, trying to get to the first down. He's going to be stopped just short.
And it appears we might see a new QB for the next drive. Number 10, Caden Wallace, is warming up on the sideline right now. So maybe we'll see some new action of the future of this program.
Caden Wallace got a little bit of time late in the Delbarton game last week. Didn't throw any passes, but he did have one rush attempt for 35 yards.
Yeah, great rush by him.
Sideline, electric play by him.
It was a read option, a great read. So just another a great win from this Malvern team.
I don't want to say that yet. You never know. There is 9 minutes left in this game.
If they scored 28 points in 9 minutes, I don't even know.
Didn't we do that against Delbarton last year?
We did score 27 minutes in 6 minutes. We scored 27 points in 6 minutes.
So you never know.
Never mind. I just knocked on our table because we don't have wood. So.
And looks to the flat, trying to find something. Belzer just runs it out, gets it past the original line of scrimmage, setting up 2nd and 8. 8 minutes, 31 seconds left in this fourth quarter.
It's been a hell of a night, Tommy. I mean, all of our guests, all these players. Again, shout out Dr. Poach and Thomas Plaze. Spectacular guests.
Great presentation so far.
Oh, absolutely. And you know the man to thank for that? The 2 men, actually, Connor Kendall and Jamie Schlittig. I don't think they went home from school today, and it is currently
as Coleman. Great tackle by Drew Waterfield there. And I see Connor Love running in the game, number 0 for the Friars.
He is one of the sneakily one of the strongest people at Malvern. Have you ever seen his Connor Lifts Instagram account? It's spectacular.
Yeah, he really knows how to push weight.
Definitely.
Stevie Smith to return it. As you just see the O-line group sitting in front of the huddle TV down low, just looking at
a hell of a night.
Looking at their master class of offense.
I mean,
and I'm expecting we're going to see a whole new look for the Friars on offense.
Definitely. Someone like Matt Crawford. Someone like Matt Crawford might check into the game at O-line. Just a master class from those 5 men.
And a
great punt.
Great contact punt. Kassan Chappell punts it to about the 50.
We will see the same O-line, the same starting O-line, but with number 10, Caden Wallace. Jackson Melconian will take a seat for the rest of the night after a fantastic game. Just a successful night for him. Really continuing his great season.
Well over 150 yards, possibly even 200 from Melconian.
Yeah.
Along with a pair of touchdowns.
He just had a great season so far because of the experience. I mean, 4 years ago, he got thrusted into the starting role in the middle of the game against Imhotep, and yeah, he didn't play fantastic, but he just kept building his character, and just keeps impressing me with every single play and down that he's done.
Vinny Sindoni, Matthew Pitts checking in at wide receiver. TJ Fent to get the ball in a double handoff from Julius Riddick as he gets about 3 or 4.
Saw a lot of action from TJ Fent last week, and I really like that. He's a great player, great kid, really athletic too.
Yeah, Fent 3 rushes last week.
Gain of 3. 2nd and 7.
Number 10, Wallace. That's my number.
It was.
Would like to know number 10.
Well, no, you were
not my
10
football
freshman.
Number, but
Yep.
That's my number in general.
Correct me if I'm wrong. You were number 10 freshman year, and then 84 sophomore and junior.
Thank you for checking in on my football number.
Just wanted to make sure.
Spot on.
Well, I talked to Coach Sheen. He said there's a chance your number's retired.
I I'd love to hear that.
Yeah, there's definitely a chance. I'd say you, then Lonnie White, and then Keith McGuire is next. I'd say you're number one, then those two.
Do I deserve to be on the Mount Rushmore, do you think?
I'd say the Mount Rushmore is Keith, Lonnie. Maybe you could go with a little Colin McHugh.
Me?
Maybe a little Colin McHugh. No. Just kidding. Colin McHugh could be up there. Maybe a little
Hayden Pegg.
Hayden Pegg, maybe Juice, and then Tommy Otternock. I'd say Tommy Otternock definitely has his spot.
Caden Wallace in the shotgun, about 3rd and 6. Steps back, looking to throw. Tries to find Pitts, and a great ball on the outside.
Definitely.
Pitts couldn't make the catch. It would have been a tough catch, but
just a perfect throw.
Great ball to get it away from the defender and let only his receiver make the play.
Yeah, just a great throw. If he would have underthrown that, that's a pick six, and that's going the other way. But he decided to lead his wide receiver a little too far, but I would absolutely be satisfied with that instead of an underthrow. So,
Gopez out to punt it.
Despite the 3-and-out, a successful drive for the future Caden Wallace.
Haven't seen much of Gopez really all the season, which is a great sign.
Yeah, it's a good sign.
When it comes to the punting. As he's going to get it off.
And it's hit, and a flag's out, and that might be...
Is that going to be running into or roughing? I didn't see the contact.
I think it might be running into the punter.
As Nick Riley is going to try to blow the ball forward.
Well, at that point, if
about 16.
No matter what, I think the Friars are going to go for it because, I mean, it's running into the kicker. It was about a 4th and 7. There's no point on a 4th and 2. You're up 28. You might as well.
Going to have to see if it's a personal foul or just basic.
Yeah, just running in.
It's going to be running into the kicker. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty, and it looks like...
Yep, the offense is...
The coach, he's still in the huddle trying to determine what he's going to do with what's going to be 4th.
And the offense is coming back out, I believe, because Gopez is walking off the field.
It's going to be 4th and 2.
Yep, the offense is coming back on.
Here comes your line.
4th and 2. Except with
Braden Fallon
number
and
15.
the quarterback.
Yep. Those two are going to have a very entertaining QB battle next year. Really excited for that.
Also a sophomore.
Number 15, Braden Fallon at quarterback.
4th and short. It's going to be an inside run to Riddick, and Riddick is stopped in the backfield. Great tackle there by Joseph Sonda in the backfield for
He's
the
been
TFL.
playing great tonight.
He's going to turn the ball over for Malvern. He's been in a lot of tackles, especially in the backfield, number 25. He went off earlier with a bit of a limp, but there's definitely reasoning behind that. He's been going through a lot all game.
Panthers take over.
Yeah, there's only a few players on this team on Imhotep who play both ways. It's a very, very gassing sport when you play like that.
5 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the game here.
New names on the defense, like
Matt
Matt
Crawford in, Sam Coupon,
Capaldi,
Drew Waterfield. Seen a lot of guys.
Danny Bonner.
Get some time. Luke Lamb in at deep safety, always nice to see. Brad Hardy on the far side at cornerback.
Just good to see the future coming in.
See Chris Guadalupe in at D tackle as Bell's going to take the snap. Going to look deep downfield. Going to find for about a 6-yard pass. He's going to end up going short. He's going to find Andrew Moy, the freshman 5'10 receiver.
Connor Love also in the game.
Matt Crawford comes off
for TJ Fett.
Gives a high five to Coach Carr.
He's just been a great stand-up guy all year. I mean, I would be in the student section for the LaSalle game. I'd look at the sideline and I'd see Matt Crawford hyping up the team. Just really the main glue guy and keeping this team together.
See Stefano Pellicciata on the far side as well. Belzer takes the snap. And he's going to look deep. And
he's got a man.
He's got a guy. And almost makes the catch. Kyrie Murphy couldn't handle it.
And that is just
See, and I'd love to just point out, those balls are not easy to catch.
Not at all. No, not at all.
55-yard catch when you're running full speed when the ball is coming pretty fast at you.
Nonetheless, a great pass.
Great ball.
From
great ball by Belzer, as unfortunately Murphy couldn't bring it in.
Yeah, I mean that's just the
sophomore talent has been making his name known at Imhotep Charter, and definitely excited to see
very young
what
team.
has to come for him.
It's a young team at the end of the day. They'll be very good in a few years, and I'm confident in that. And I hope that in a few years Malvern comes back.
Belzer been dealing with the low snap ball game, recovers it again, looks for a receiver deep downfield, and it's going to make the catch.
It's Brad Hardy.
Andrew Moy brings it in for about a 35-yard gain for the Panthers.
I mean, hey, Malvern scored 27 in 6 minutes. Imhotep can do it in 4 minutes. They can do it.
Check that. That's Taj Balian on the catch. Great catch by the junior to push Imhotep out to the 22. 4 minutes left. Imhotep looking for their first score since early in the game, first quarter, in fact. As Bellner steps back in the shotgun, looking downfield, trying to find someone.
Great job.
He is taken down. Number 84, Danny Bonner.
Good for him.
Gets home.
And shout out, Matt Crawford was the first guy to go up and high-five him. Just expected at that point. Great teammate, great job by him.
Now, I don't want to point it out now, Dylan.
I don't think he was on the field.
I don't believe Matt Crawford's
I
out
don't.
on the field.
It was number 90. I saw number 90, and I assumed it was Mac. I apologize to the fans at home.
But I will say.
Number 90, Connor Murray.
But I will say, Matt Crawford would have been the first guy
He
to
would've.
high-five him.
I apologize to the Crawford household. Great family. I really apologize for thinking if someone's out there. It's my fault. I'll pick it up.
Got a new quarterback in, Kyron Adams, a freshman quarterback.
Who we thought he was going to go in early in the game when Charles got hurt, but
hands it off to Kassan Chappelle, who's been punting the ball for the Panthers all game, and it's going to be about 3rd and 11 for Kyron Adams and crew. 3 minutes left to go. Friars just trying to stop any scores.
Yeah. I mean, Imhotep, they have the star power to.
Joe Murphy in a cornerback, close side, number 20 for the Friars. And it's going to be a deep ball.
Oh,
it's
wow.
Almost intercepted
Great play.
by Brad Hardy on the far side with the pass breakup. Almost undercut the ball.
That's a great defensive play by Brad Hardy. He saw it. He saw the ball go out. He put his foot down, went upfield, and deflected it. That's just a fantastic textbook defensive play by Brad Hardy.
Adams was looking for Pollard downfield. Couldn't make the connection as it's going to set up 4th and 11, and Imhotep coaching staff most likely going to keep the offense out on the field this late in the game.
You know, I think we can say it. Malvern's going to take home the game, so which means they'll go 3-1. They have Sally's, then
2-1.
2-1. Oh, excuse me. So
Adams steps back, evades pressure in the pocket, scrambling left, trying to find someone downfield.
Whoa!
He is taken down. What a sack! Chased down the entire way. Chase Melcher.
Whoa, what was
makes
that?
A sack. Sorry, folks. Great job.
Great job by him. Great pursuit.
Never giving up on the play as Adams is taken down.
So, yeah, looking back into the future, you got Sally's at home, then Gonzaga at home, and then Interact play starts back up. The Friars will have, I believe, 4 or 5 more home games in the year. So, definitely a lot of football to play still on Warren Ave, and a lot of voices to hear, like Will Bergen, like Scott Kennedy, and maybe some new faces like House Young.
Going to be Braden Fallon at quarterback, Curtis Leopold in at running back, TJ Fett playing wing back. Looks like they got Tyler Graham on the right tackle, Sam Winter I see in at center, so bit of a mix on the O-line. See Matt Crawford at their left guard. Curtis Leopold with the outside run, trying to find space. Cuts back to the opposite side of the field. He's got room.
Whoa, great job by
downfield
Curtis.
block by Matthew Pitts as Curtis has just run all over the field. Probably the longest play of the day.
That reminds me of Le'Veon Bell. Prime Le'Veon Bell. The
patient runner runs from one side of the field to the other as
fantastic.
Leopold takes it over midfield for Malvern.
Wow. I mean, that was perfect. He took it to the left, realized there was no hole, cut back to the right, and gained 20, 30 yards. That's just a fantastic patient play by Curtis Leopold, the senior with experience. He knows what he's doing, and just a great play by him ultimately. And I think that will end the game. Starters back in to end it.
Friars go to victory formation. Going to need one more snap to end the game. Just a complete game by the Friars on both sides, allowing only 7 points in the last 2 weeks. Always something you like to see. 35 points, all points scored in the first half.
Yeah, I mean, just from the start, just a great job by the defense. I mean, their first drive, remember, it feels like a decade ago, that pick 6 by Jack Schuster just really set the tone for the rest of the day.
Started the game off really hot. And they did not take their foot off the gas the entire game.
Absolutely not.
Playing a real complete game. I just want to send a special thanks to our viewers out there. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for checking in with us throughout this entire presentation. I want to thank our behind-the-scenes crew, Jamie Slichtig, Connor Kendall.
And also shout out Mrs. Lapis and Miss V for making all this possible. Without them, we wouldn't be able to do this. So shout out to them. Just a great job by the Malvern defense.
Thank you, Will Bergen, Scott Kennedy joining in on us. The mic, Dr. Poach, thank you for the halftime interview. Thomas Plaze, thank you for that mid-quarter interview in the third quarter. And
just a great night.
Just a great night. Great weather. And nothing's better than a Flyers win on Friday night.
And for anyone taking the SAT tomorrow morning, I wish you luck.
We wish you luck. And we want to thank you guys for joining us, as we will see you next time as Malvern Prep TV Studios presentation of Malvern Prep football. Thank you.